Hello everyone, I'm Fatal Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Fatal Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/at Fatal Oasis. It's Friday, so my brother Glass is here. Hey Glass, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. And we're ready to do some Pokemon today. We got a lot of grinding to do.
Yeah.
Mostly because my Charizard died, which was
Yeah.
also Glass's good Pokemon.
Here's my Milotic, and the way I play Pokemon is I usually have one thing that I used for everything. And that was my one thing.
Yeah.
So
So
everything I have is under leveled now.
so if I switch over to here, you can see Glass's team is currently kind of in shambles.
Yeah.
That's where do I menu Pokemon. My team's doing a little better because I was like evenly leveling my team throughout like the 4 or 5 Pokemon that I was using. But my Cyndaquil here does need help. And then I don't know what this is or why I'm using it. I think this is so you can use it.
So I can have my Flagon.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. What even is this? Illumise? I'm not gonna use this. So
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna have to do a lot more training than you.
yeah, probably.
So you might just need something to do.
No, I'll just train up the
You
rest
have
of
us on
mine.
the
Like
game?
whatever.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah, we're on the game. Yeah, go ahead. Hi Sil, how are you? Keep missing your streams. Yeah. So,
Oh no.
let me get into everything so I can see what I want to see here. All right. So story-wise, we're doing well.
I'm doing old.
Story-wise, these two are fighting. They're having a good old row, and
Yeah, but we're busy right now, so if you could call back later.
yeah, like we need to stop this because they're both threatening to destroy the world, either by erupting a volcano or making it rain so much that everything floods. So I kind of wish they would leave us out of their fights. It's kind of toxic, honestly. Like bringing in,
I didn't ask for this.
yeah, right. Like don't involve us in your petty quarrels. Look at all of these nice people along the side here, and Steven, who are all gonna die because of them.
Is Steven there?
He is. He's on the top left. He's blocking the
Oh,
stairway
he
up
is.
because he's bad and sucks. What the hell was up with?
Steven's my favorite.
I've got a bone to pick with. Oh, can we not fight anyone? We probably can't fight anyone in this water here. What am I doing?
You could fish. There might be Pokemon.
I don't have dive.
Yeah, I just had to teach it to.
I bet Illumise can't learn dive.
It sure cannot.
Who do I have that can learn it?
Quagsire.
I don't want to waste another slot on Quagsire.
It's gonna be crazy when we get Waterfall too.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
I think there's only one Waterfall we need to do, so we might just switch out.
Yeah, I don't want to
Use
get rid of any of
Waterfall,
these abilities for
switch back.
dive or waterfall. Okay. No, cancel. Yes.
Ooh,
So
Snake.
I forget. Can I fly? Probably can't. I can't fly.
I don't think I can either anymore. I don't know if Flagon can actually learn fly.
How do I battle? How do I find wild Pokemon?
You dive.
How do I dive without disrupting the team that you're currently trying to level up?
Put dive on Quagsire.
Quagsire doesn't have any slots for it.
What do you mean? False swipe.
It has Slam, Mudshot, and Yawn. And I don't want to get rid of any of those.
We can go switch Pokemon real quick.
What?
Or here, I'll go back to the Pokemon Center to heal, and we'll pretend Oh no, because you're gonna need to.
Do we have a Pokemon that... Okay, so who did you teach Dive to?
Starmie.
Okay, and
I
you're
wish I knew
leveling...
if we were doing this because I
and-
would not have. But I could, there's the move delete.
Well, you're leveling up Starmie, right? Because I need to level up Quilava. Is that who this is? Quilava, yeah. So we need that on our team anyway.
I'm leveling everything up.
Who are you not leveling? Like,
I guess Yolanda?
I didn't even remember I had a Pillow-Swan on that team. Okay, okay, yeah, that works. We can put Yawanda away. And then I'll find...
Train up for a little.
Yeah. We'll bring it back
Putting
when
it
we're
all
doing
in a
something.
corner.
Yep. And then... Whalmer and... Meryl.
Works for me.
I'm pretty sure Whalmer's the one that has Dive anyway. No, Whalmer has no. Who did I teach Dive to?
Oh, no, never mind. Was it the thing, something that died? I don't know.
No. Maybe. Probably,
You can
actually.
press up or down. I think it was actually Wish Cash. Your third thing.
Oops. Yeah, okay. So you want to bring...
That's Goribus.
Yes.
I can do that. Marrow might actually not be... No, never mind. I think it's bad.
Alright,
Yeah,
so temporarily we're removing Victory Bell and...
Move, deleter,
Torkoal? No. Yeah, it was Torkoal you removed, right? Yeah. And then... add that. Add that. Okay, so that's temporarily what we're doing.
Hold on. I need to go to Lily Cove.
I should make sure my Pokemon are in order here.
Because I need to go take Dive off of Starmie now.
Am I not looking at what you're doing since you're flying around?
I don't care.
Well, I mean, like...
I taught Starmie Dive, so we
No,
could
no.
go train.
Yeah, who did you teach Fly?
Flygon.
Oh, it can learn Fly.
Apparently.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, good. Quilava has the XP share.
We can actually leave the team like this. I don't need Torkoal, and what did you get rid of? It wasn't something good, right?
It was something good. It was Victory Bell.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm fine leaving like this if you want a little HM slave, but...
No. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but I'd rather have a good team.
I really wish I could have this Scyther. Here's a fun little tidbit of information.
Oh?
Scyther, I think it's the only Pokemon that...
It's cool as heck. Because you're right.
Well, there are other cool Pokemon.
I
It's
guess.
the only Pokemon that when it evolves into now either form, it has the same base stats. Or the same total base stat value. I think they're rearranged, but it doesn't actually gain any numbers. It's just the same.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't get stronger from evolving.
No, it does not.
That's pretty cool.
There's also, I believe, only one Pokemon that its base stats go down when it evolves.
Is it a Pokemon I know?
Yeah. I think we've seen it in this room a couple times.
I've seen a lot of Pokemon I don't know in this run.
It's the first 3 gens.
Okay. Okay, so I might know it. Yeah, you didn't immediately say yes, so I know it's not Gen 1. I can't think of what it would be.
It's Shedinja.
Oh, okay, right,
Because it hits points, drops down to 1.
Yeah. That's the one that evolves into 2 Pokemon, right? Because it sheds its skin and the skin becomes...
Yes.
What's the other?
Ninjask. The thing that gets faster every turn.
Oh, okay.
So story time, I went and got a car wash yesterday
Oh, yeah?
because my car was very filthy because in the Northeast we have snow and lots of salt and my car looked white even though it's like a gray.
Just, yeah, covered in salt.
It was gross. This car wash is strange. So you pull in and you basically have to drive to the other side of the building to get online. So it's like a pretty long like driveway entering in, and it's like a very thin, like only one car, curbs on both sides. It's just like a long path to go. And then when you are able to turn around to get on the lines, it splits into 4 different lines. So like each one can pay and decide their options separately. And then like it'll open the gate when it's your turn to go.
And it merges back into 1 so that you
It
can
merges
go
back
through
into 1.
the...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've...
Because the paying, it takes the longest. It's 4 lanes for that, so people can have more time to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm sitting there. I get through the driveway. I'm waiting I'm in the closest lane to like the driveway going into it.
Okay.
So I can see like people coming in or whatever. And I'm watching, and there's a guy in a black pickup who is coming in and puts his passenger front tire right on the curb as he's driving, and then like bounces off of it. And I'm like, that's weird. Like the guy's probably looking at the line. He probably should be paying attention to where he's going.
Yeah.
Like, what an idiot. That was my thought. Like, all right, this guy, like, idiot. Pay attention, you know.
Yeah.
So he ends up getting in the lane furthest away from me.
Okay.
So whatever, I'm sitting there. I got my music playing. I'm like, you know, it was busy, so I'm like 6th in my line at this point.
Yep.
And all of a sudden I hear a bang, and I'm like, what the heck was that? And there's a big pickup next to me, so I'm like looking, and I can't see anything. So that pickup moves out of the way, and I see the guy who came in and hit the curb ended up, while sitting in line, he was already stopped and waiting. He ended up rear-ending the guy in front of him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're all just like stopped, waiting in line, probably creeped forward and just went straight into the guy in front of him. And I'm like, what do you do?
Just like everyone moved up slightly and then he forgot which pedal was which?
It's something like that. I don't know, but he already hit the curb that I saw, so I don't know what was going on with him.
Okay.
So now the car wash was down to 3 lanes instead of 4.
Yeah,
Which I'm sure they were so happy about.
I mean, it sounds like they were busy, so maybe they, you know.
Yeah.
But
I got my car wash and moved on.
How do you go from stopped to rear-ending someone?
I don't know. And like, I didn't see the car he hit. I only saw his like front bumper. Because after then you go through the paying, you turn back around to the car wash. So I could only see like the front of the guy's truck.
Yeah.
And there was some damage on it. It wasn't totaled or anything, but like, I'm sure it's more than anybody wants to pay, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then I got my car washed and came home and had to wash my car. So.
Yeah, that's getting your car washed in the middle of winter in the Northeast is not always
well, no,
a
this
good
car wash. It's not great. It's cheap. It's like $10 to go through and to do like the basic cheapest wash. But like, so I have a hatchback that's got a little spoiler stock on the back. I didn't like put a spoiler in; it just has one.
so it can go fast.
No, it's so the air doesn't.
Yeah, so the back tires don't. Yeah,
It
so
doesn't hit the back window as bad. But under that, so like the first like maybe 4 inches of my back window like never really gets cleaned off. So I came home and cleaned all of the windows on the car. What's Jeb up to? 19. I wish all the levels went this fast.
did heal, right? Yeah, okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I just went into the Pokemon Center, healed, went to look, because I forgot to take off items from the Pokemon that we put away. And I didn't remember if I actually healed or not.
And then today we went to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And so hi chat, I moved like a year and a half ago. Our Taco Bell that's close to here, our closest one, it's gotta be like in the top 10 slowest Taco Bells in the country.
Oh no, really?
It's just like, we never order anything like crazy. Like today's was like one of the boxes that they do and like a Crunchwrap meal. Like just standard as is, Baja Blast.
The stuff that they advertise on the menus everywhere, so that like it's the stuff that theoretically is ordered most often.
Yeah, just like normal shit. Like everybody's getting Crunchwraps, you know?
Yeah.
We paid and I'm sitting there, it's gotta be for like 10 minutes just at the window waiting for the food.
At the window?
Yeah.
Before I moved, the Taco Bell nearest me, they had us do a trick where they had a sensor under the driveway right where the window was. So,
hold on, before you continue,
yeah,
I kind of want to check the VOD here because I've been going through, I probably went through 200 squares of grass before I just saw a Pokemon. Sorry, go ahead.
They had a sensor under the window that would count how long a car's been waiting for food and start yelling at them about it and making like terrible screeching noises and alarms and everything if someone's been waiting for too long. So that if there's no one else in line, and you know it's just me and nobody behind me, they'd have me pull up all the way and then pull back up into the spot again, because then the machine thinks that they've given someone their food and stops yelling at them.
And McDonald's starts doing that. They have like the 2 or 3 spots of like, go park, like it's taking too long, go park there and we'll run the food out to you.
Well, that's so they can serve customers behind you.
Yeah, that's just so they can keep it moving.
Yeah.
But like this Taco Bell, it's like, it's also probably got to be like one of the oldest unrenovated Taco Bells. Like it's beat. They don't have
Does it have like 90s stuff?
No,
like
it's
the purple.
It's newer
no?
than that.
Okay.
It's like just like everything. Like the parking lot really needs to be redone, and like the building just looks like old. Like they need to at least like paint it or something, you know?
So the parking lot needing to be redone is you live in the middle of nowhere and they don't want to spend money.
No, this is
and it's winter. Oh, okay. This is
you'll
not.
know this is in the next town up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Walmart and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's winter in the Northeast, like, but also it's winter in the Northeast, so
this has seen too many winters in the Northeast without doing anything.
Oh, okay.
But the
Do
food
they?
was okay.
Do they? You mentioned how they salt all the roads and everything. Do they sand
actually-
anything down there?
They actually do like a brine.
Just because it helps mix with the ice or in snow and help melt
I don't know what
faster?
it is, but so the state that you and I both came from,
Yes.
they just salt everything.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
Um,
they stopped recently. They started using sand instead.
I don't believe that's right because I still drive there every day. But
Well, I thought that maybe not. Okay, yeah, maybe
I
not
don't
the
think so. But anyway,
the
the
town,
state I'm
but
in
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
it looks like they use like a brine. Like you'll see on the road before a storm, there's like streaks of what they sprayed on the road.
Okay.
And honestly, I think it works great. Everybody was so worried when we moved here because it's like there's more weather and stuff, and we live like on a mountain. And my commute to work, I have to go over a different mountain now and everything.
Yeah.
And honestly, like this is 2 winters. We've had some, not great storms, but like the roads are fine. Haven't had an issue.
Yeah, definitely around here, everyone uses way more sand than salt, and it works to give your car traction, but it's no substitute for actually salting the roads because you never get rid of the ice that way. You just make it slightly less dangerous to drive on instead of, safe to drive on. And go on.
I bought my car with all-wheel drive. I don't know if I've needed it yet, so whatever they're doing seems to work just fine.
Yeah, you don't really need, like, I'm not going through snow over here that much. I mean, before I moved to this apartment, I was definitely, like, borrowed the company truck when it snowed because my car couldn't drive on some of those roads.
Yeah.
But now that I'm out here, they know how to deal with snow, and like that's no issue. It's just still weird that they don't use salt for anything.
Yeah. The area I'm in of my state is pretty much like all commuting to the next state over because it all pays better. Like double.
That's not uncommon. Commuting across state to go to closer to a city that has city pay.
But it seems like
definitely happens here too.
It seems like everybody here is commuting, so they clear the roads a little bit better.
Mostly the interstate.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's so worried. You have to go over the mountain. You have to go over the mountain. Like, honestly,
they paved the road on the mountain for a purpose. Like, it's not
like the mountain is usually in better shape than like the local roads in the city.
You're not driving through trees. Like,
I mean, we've had some trees down. We've had, power outage. But our life BP. I love how the world's like fucking apocalypse right now, and we're just like, give us a minute. We're busy. If you don't like the Pokemon down here, you can just go up.
I'm scared of the Pokemon above. Also, the Pokemon above range in level from like what we're seeing down here to get all the way down to like level 8 or something stupid, and I'm just like, it's not gonna be worth it.
I just like being underwater. I think it's cool.
Like all I'm facing down here are Nuzleaf and Silcoon, and oh, okay, Dustox, prove me wrong. First one I've seen.
Ice.
Yeah, so I'm just using ice on everything. Why did that do nothing? Alright, Blizzard then.
I don't think it's flying, actually. Is it?
Oh, right. It's not flying because this is one of the Pokemon I used on my team against Wrench to get him on Pokemon that should be flying but aren't flying. That was my gym team.
Yeah. And then I made you use Flygon.
Yep.
Because Flygon is a bug and nobody can say anything. Even though it's
Or was it Pokemon that was a team Pokemon that
was
were bug and
I
not
think your whole
bug?
thing, it was bugs that looked like other things that didn't look like bug.
No, it was things that
And then
looked
I
like
made
bugs
you
that
also
weren't. I don't know, remember. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was things that were bugs but did not look like bugs. And then I made you add a Flygon because it looks like a bug, but it is not a bug or something. Also, new Legends game, Flygon, Mega Evolution, hopefully. Please, Game Freak.
But Mega Evolutions are boring.
What do you mean?
They're just like go superpower mode, and that's not really
Yeah.
interesting.
No,
to me.
Dynamaxes go superpower.
They're all go superpower mode.
Mega Evolution is the best gimmick that they've added.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say Surfing Pikachu is the best gimmick they added.
No, it's not really good.
What are you
The
talking
Megas
about? It's super fun.
The Megas are just so fun.
I don't know. I played through
And then
half
they did
of.
Z moves and they did Dynamax, and it's like, this stuff is stupid. Give us back Megas.
Mega was the Hawaii one, right?
No, that was the Z moves. Mega is you give it a Mega Stone. Not every Pokemon can have a Mega Stone.
Yeah,
You give it a Mega Stone and it changes to like a new form.
yeah. I thought that's what.
No, the Hawaii one was Alola.
Yes.
That was Z moves.
Well. Right, I played both of those because I played.
I think you did.
Yeah,
I think when you played Omega Ruby, I think those had Megas.
Yeah, I don't remember using them. Maybe it did, but
I think in Omega Ruby you don't get like the Mega Stones or anything till like after the Elite Four.
oh, okay, yeah. Then I didn't.
But I could be wrong.
But like I played through. It was Black White is Alola, or is that XY was Alola? XY was Lola. Black White was the one
No,
before.
sorry. XY is Kalos.
Right,
Lola-
London.
Lola was oh god, it had the
No.
taboos.
No, was it Paris? Kalos was Paris,
It was
right?
It was Sun and Moon.
France. Or something.
Sun and Moon was the islands.
Yeah, that's one of the things that like I didn't like about those was you temporarily turn your Pokemon into a different Pokemon, or like give it some special power, and I'm just like, no, that's not.
Don't play Sword and Shield.
Don't worry, wasn't gonna. And like, what did
Those
those?
Pokemon just get big. That's the thing. They'll just get like colossal in size for like 3 turns.
How do I fight this thing? It's steel, so fire.
Steel Psychic. So fire or dark or ghost or ground.
I don't know that I want to send out my level 28 against it.
You probably just want ground. How did your Piloswine get so strong so quick? Wait,
I don't know. I think we trained it up and then I shoved it in a box. No, I caught it like this, right?
hold on. You might.
No, wait. What the hell happened? Where did I catch you?
Oh.
Oh, that's not what I meant to
Never
do.
mind. It doesn't get its evolution until Gen 4. Its evolution's really good too.
Can't drag it over, so now this is out. Okay, hold on. Is it? No. Illumise, Quilava, where's Cash? I screwed up a thing. Illumise, Quilava, is Cash. Okay. We got it on Route 121, right before the Safari Zone. So it... Yeah, I revolved it recently, right?
Yeah, it was a Swino.
Yeah.
I think you got it like level like 16 or something. If I'm just in case.
Yeah, and then I put the EXP share on it, and I've just been leveling it the whole time. And I don't run from fights, so it's been leveling up.
I was gonna say something else.
Probably. Car washes, salt.
No, I think it was about trading card.
Oh. I haven't had time to look at the new update. I've done a few trades to finish off. I finally collected all the diamond cards.
Did you get the? I know what it was. Did you get the from like the devs, the trading free tokens stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, that came out. They announced, they released trading at a very weird time because they normally do things at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I was confused because I'm like,
I checked Pokemon Pocket, and then 20 minutes later, you're messaging me about a new update, and I'm just like, wait.
I was like waiting for, because I thought trading was coming out, and everything happens at like 1 a.m. here.
Yeah, and they delayed everything.
Yeah, so I'm like waiting for it, and I'm like, all right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's tomorrow, and then the new packs come out the day after. Because I was trying
it was supposed to be trading on 28, new packs 29.
I was trying to save the pack that I usually get at night.
Yeah.
For
I was trying.
Day
I was trying
new pack.
I was trying to do the same thing, and it hit the limit, and it's like, no, you can't earn any more packs right now.
Like, yeah, but I'm like, maybe I should open it. Like maybe I'm wrong. It's a day off, and then trading opens, and it kind of sucks.
It's really expensive. I know why they did it. I don't like it though.
Money.
Well, so right now everyone has a whole lot of cards because nobody's been doing anything with them because you can't, other than like turning them into making your other cards shiny.
But, like, I don't have a lot of stuff to make. I don't have a lot of extra cards to get the currency you need.
The trading tokens? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like I have a lot of like 1 stars I would like to do something with.
You can turn
not stars, diamonds.
Oh, yeah. You can't do anything with that because everyone has a billion of those because like 3/4 of the packs that everyone opens are 3 1 diamonds and 2 2 diamonds.
Yeah.
So everyone just has all of these crap cards that they can't do anything with. So they didn't want to do that. The whole point of making you open packs is to get you excited about getting the 3 diamonds and above.
Yeah, but I'm not getting any of those anymore either.
No, yeah, you don't. You get, you know, one every maybe 4 packs. I don't know. It's not common.
But so like we traded three diamonds.
Yes, we traded a 3 diamond.
I have to get rid of an EX card to do that.
Or you had to get rid of 5 3 diamonds. 5? Yeah, 5 3 diamonds. Or a star and a 3 diamond.
And then like I saw like if you want to trade EXs, you have to like get rid of like 3 or 4 EXs worth of cards to have enough to trade an EX.
An EX gets you 150 and you need 500 to trade.
Yeah,
so you need to trade. You need to dust 3 EXs and 2 3 stars.
That's crazy.
A little bit, yeah. But they want to make sure that as they're releasing a new set, people aren't going to be completing their collection of that set the next week.
But I feel
They
like,
want to,
why?
because they want to be able to sell packs, and the only way that they want to be able to sell currency, and the only way they sell currency is if you think you're struggling to open the cards you want, so you go and buy currency to open more packs.
I feel like it's so
Also,
far the other way that it's
also
I don't even want to trade. Like,
if you have not completed a collection yet, you're more likely to keep opening the app to keep trying to complete your collection. If you complete once
packs as soon as I get them.
If you complete your collection in a week, you're not going to open the app ever again. You're going to say there's I could open more packs.
I get that it shouldn't be just I get it shouldn't be like free, to do this.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's too expensive. Like, it's just not fun.
Yes.
I don't have any interest in trading because I don't want to have to do all of that.
So when there were rumors that trading was coming out, I took an inventory of all my cards so that I could trade with my friends, and like know what I had and say like, hey everyone, I've got these cards, I want these cards. What can we do?
But now
so I already have
an
so I already had an inventory of these are all the cards I'm willing to give up, and I have a lot more of those than I have of cards I want. So if I was just doing 1-for-1 trades with no losses, I would already have all the star collections, and I would probably have most of the new set already.
What are you trashing to get the currency for it, though?
Stuff that I have 6 of.
I don't have anything like that. I had to get rid of a Mew EX so we could do a 3-diamond trade.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I trashed...
I had 3. I had to get rid of the 1 extra.
I had 5 Venusaur EX. I trashed 3 of them. No, I trashed 2 and traded 1, I think. Yeah, it's just like a whole lot. I had Porygon, the star version, the full art. Yeah. I had 6 of those. I trashed a few.
I looked through. I have, like, at most, it was like 3 of anything that you could trash to get the currency for this.
Well, then Pokemon Pocket doesn't think that you're paying them enough money.
Maybe.
And like, that's all it is. That this is a mobile game trying to be a mobile game and trying to lure you into paying them money so you'll have more cards so that you can trade more and complete your collection faster. And it's kind of exactly what they want.
Yeah, but I just, like, you want players who are no money spent, right? Because they tell their friends, hey, I've been playing this game for a while, you should get it. And then their friends might be like, oh, but I need to catch up, so now let me spend some money, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want a big player base, even if they're not all spending money. But I just feel like as somebody who, like, wouldn't spend money, trading is just something like, nope, I can't be involved.
So I do like how trading below 3-star doesn't cost any tokens, because I spent the entirety of the last 2 sets waiting to pull a second Kirlia out of packs.
Right.
And I could just, like, if I'm trying to build a deck and I don't have 2 of a 2-diamond, I can just trade for 1. That's fine. Someone has 8 of them already, I'm sure. I could just get it for free.
Fine with, you know? Like,
for anything larger than 3-diamond, though, like, I think 3-diamond is a little expensive. 4 diamonds and stars are prohibitively expensive. And
yeah, and it just makes it not fun. It's like, oh, I have an extra, like, Charizard EX you need for your deck. You have an extra Mewtwo EX that I need for my deck. Like,
I have these Machamp EXs I'm not using. Let me trash them. Is what they want.
No, it should be let me trade them, right? And
well,
like,
so
I agree. Like 1-for-1 trades like doesn't benefit.
They recently came out with the news post when they gave everyone the the promo Pokedex that said like 40 billion cards have been opened, which is a lot. There are a lot of cards out there. If they just open 1-for-1 trading, everyone's gonna have all the cards.
Right, I understand that, but it's just like if I want to trade, like I need a Machamp EX. I don't have any. I need a second Mewtwo EX for my deck. Like there are cards I need that it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to keep opening packs because I can't afford to trade for it, which is crazy.
Yeah, if you can't afford to, like that's entirely the outcome that they want. They want you to keep opening packs and to keep trying trying to make wonder pulls and failing, so that you get frustrated and spend more money because now I'm out of wonder stamina. I need to get Poke Gold so that I can get this wonder pull and hopefully get this card I want.
It just becomes like an entire feature of the game. It's just all of a sudden like, nah, you're broke, you can't do this.
I mean, they already have that in some aspects. It's like
I don't think so, because I think like opening packs and getting cards, it's kind of like, like the people who spend money will get it faster.
So when's the last time that you turned a card into pretty sparkles on your other cards?
I've never done it.
Exactly. Because you can't afford it, because why would you do that when you don't have just 8 of a card?
I also just don't care.
That's one of the things too.
But it's, like that's a thing. It's like it's a cosmetic change.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's actually benefiting from this. But if you spend a lot of money, like, hey, I want to, it's like I want to get the gold skin in my game.
Well, yeah, but that's also coins and sleeves and play mats and binders and all that stuff.
Right. So like people will spend money on that stuff. But it's like this is an aspect of the game that like it benefits people, because it's like I can run a new deck if I can trade for this card, and I have 20 Charizard EXs that I don't need. Let me trade those to people who need those, and it becomes more fun because then more people are trying more decks. But it's just like the way it is now. It's like it's becoming prohibitive to try all the new decks.
So here's the thing: if they launched with if trading launched when the app first opened, and it was 1-for-1 trading, everyone would have the Mewtwo deck so much faster, and the play environment would be way less varied. You wouldn't go up against a wider variety of decks, because I'm running the water deck that I don't have 2 Starmies, so like because I don't have Mewtwo's, I don't have Celebi, like whatever.
See, I think that would happen because there were so few cards released. There's only like 200 cards or something like that released.
Yeah, but that's how many is released with the new set.
I think the more cards you have, you're going to get a lot more variation with decks.
Hopefully, assuming they don't just power creep everything out so that the newest set is the only one you need.
Right, of course. But like, my Pikachu deck still, it's not as good as it was, because it was, arguably the best deck in the game. Now, like, there's competition for it.
Yeah.
But like, you can still run it. You can still run Mewtwo and Charizard and Venusaur. Like, the decks aren't just good.
I think you can run a lot of those because people are still running a lot of those. Yeah. If everyone was
you can run it, and then you can also run the new Darkrai deck.
If everyone was running the top 3 decks, the Charizard deck wouldn't stand a chance. Like,
well, everybody started running like the same 3 or 4, like 3 decks.
No, I saw it.
And when Mew came out, they added like 1 or 2 decks that like were also good.
No, in both of those metas, I saw a dozen decks every single time I played. Out of probably 16 games, I saw a dozen different decks.
I don't. Originally, it was I saw Venusaur, I saw Pikachu's, I saw Mewtwo's, Charizards occasionally, but not as much. Starmies or Articunos were huge. Blaine if you were like no money spent, like cheap deck kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they added Mew, it was
So,
Celebi's huge.
so you didn't see the Venusaur deck ever?
That was the first thing I said.
Sorry. So
Um,
it was Venusaur, Mewtwo, Pikachu,
yeah,
Charizard, Blaine,
Blaine.
Starmie / Articuno. So that's 6 already, which is
Marowak. Like people talked about it, but I never saw it.
you never saw Marowak and Machamp?
I don't think I've ever seen a Machamp.
Really? That
Marowak,
card's you were
Marowak
just
you would
talking
see-
about 3 energy for 120 damage. That's Machamp.
Yeah. Marowak, I weren't like in solo battles. I'll do it. A Marowak deck show deck, but it's just like it's a coin flip deck, and it's just like it's frustrating. So I never saw it like when I battled other people.
Really? I saw those, you know,
And then-
the same
Let me get back to
frequency
my
as
point.
Mewtwo.
Let me get back to my point. They add Mew, so all of a sudden, well, people are running Mew in other decks, right? So some variation. You have Celebi's added. You have that new Golem deck,
Mhm.
which I saw a couple times, but like not really. What
That
else
thing
did they
kicked my
add?
butt every single time I saw it.
They added a couple other like. What else was there?
They added the dark, the poison Pokemon, Soleopede.
Oh yeah, the new Koga, which is better than the.
They didn't add a new Koga. That Koga existed.
It's the new Koga deck. So the old one used to run Arbok. This one
Oh,
runs.
yeah.
Arcanine for some reason became good again now that Celebi's out. The new Gyarados, that deck is crazy good. Let's see. I'm looking at decks. The Marshadow, there's a new fighting, or not new, but the Mew added a fighting deck. So like there's probably like 12 like healthy decks that you could run, right?
Yeah, and I think if they had trading and everyone was able to build the best deck immediately, people wouldn't have tried so many other different things.
But here's the deal: there's not a best deck because there's like, I mean, there are decks that are better than others. Like the Pikachu deck is better than the Koga deck, right?
Yeah, but that's like a rock paper scissors thing. That's aggro versus mid range versus control. That's
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, so early on, you know, like there's not a lot of decks to run. You can make, what is it, 15 decks you can have.
yeah. That
You
number
couldn't
needs to
fill that.
increase.
You couldn't fill that up, right?
I filled
So
that up all
trading-
the time, actually.
And with like the top decks, you couldn't fill that up with just the first set of decks. There just weren't enough like good. There weren't 15 good decks.
I
you
think
could have
you and I
fun.
are seeing way different decks when we fight, because there definitely were a lot of decent decks. Like,
I don't think there were 15 like top level decks though. But anyway, so they add Mew and there's more, and then now, sorry, trading when there's just the first set, it's like, okay, everybody wants a Mewtwo and a Pikachu and like one of the other decks because like those are just dominating everything. If you have trading, everybody's just gonna get those quick. I agree with that. But like, so now you've added your third set of cards.
Mhm.
And
But-
there are
but the first set has been out for 3 months. The second set's been out for a month and a half. Everyone
Right,
already
for
has
sure.
all the cards they want out of it. Well, mostly has the
no,
cards.
I'm still missing some things I need.
Well, you probably have a whole bunch of other cards that you don't want. That
Not really.
then what the hell have you been doing?
I don't know. So the new decks, I'm looking at like a tier list of decks,
Mhm.
and it actually changed today. I use this site all the time to like build decks, because I'm terrible at building decks. There are 5 new decks that they say are like potentially pretty good, like could be in the good tiers.
Hey, you know what? Anil just died.
Oh no. Okay.
Nuzleaf learned water gun or some bullshit.
What is your aim? Quilava? Okay.
That's your Starmie, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go kill it. Okay.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Did it probably nature power it has, which turns into a move like based on the weather or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's what I was actually training too.
Yeah, that's what I was training. Okay,
Okay,
so
I'm
now
gonna-
what do we do?
Yawande back.
Well, what do we do to fill the gap now? Because I now, again, don't have a fire type.
Dude, what was Yawande for you? I don't remember.
Victory Bell.
You don't need a fire type. Just add Yawande. So anyway,
God damn it.
there's 5 new cards that they look at like good enough like new decks that are good, right? So it's Yanmega, Dialga, Darkrai, Palkia, and Weavile. I've played against all of them solo. They're all fucking good. But so anyway, so now there's so many more. Every time they release new packs, there's more decks that are like viable to play. And I think that with trading, it's becoming like,
Where did it just go? Where did we catch it?
what are you looking for?
Quilava. Buford Town. Okay, so your Starmie.
I think it was early.
Yeah, I'm pissed now.
I'm sorry.
Why the fuck can...
Just keep Kangaskhan alive.
Okay, so I added Victory Bell back. You're adding Torkoal back. Okay.
I need to teach Surf to my...
I need to get that EXP share off of Quilava. I can't get the item from here.
So back to my point, right? Oh, I should have healed while I was there. You should heal too. So they're adding more cards, and the older decks are still good. You can still run them. The power creep isn't crazy that like they're just not good anymore.
So I'm down to only 4 Pokemon. Okay.
To be fair, I'm only using probably like 3.
So what level are we trying to get to here?
Like 42?
All right, well, I'm most of the way there then, I guess. Because the one Pokemon that I was trying to bring up just died.
I'm gonna be here for a minute.
Oh, wait, I want to switch off of that box. Move Pokemon. Make box 1. Okay. God damn it. Painted 15. Okay, so I'm facing... Goddamn. So Nuzleaf can now know water moves. So lead with grass and I'm fine, I guess. And actually I want to take that item. Give it to probably... Yeah. Item.
Train up here. You got. I have so much more training to do, so
Trade up who?
Jeb.
The bug?
Yeah.
I thought it doesn't learn anything good ever.
Oh. Yeah, but at worst you can tank some damage with it, right?
You realize that in this format, tanking damage is bad, yeah? Because it means that someone's gonna die and your opponent or your teammate loses a Pokemon that they cared about.
Okay, you realize that you're like almost done leveling, and I have a level 27, a level 30.
Yeah,
a level
so I can level
30.
them up even more.
Alright. You're gonna have a much higher team than I am.
Yeah, that's the point of leveling, though.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be here.
Give items. XP share. Item give. Miracle seed.
Anyway, back to Trading Guardian. My point is that there's more and more decks that are becoming viable, and not a lot of decks are like losing their viability.
Well,
So-
the overall decks are going to get better, which will push some decks out of viability.
But I don't think it is. I don't think there's a lot of decks that like used to be good that are just like, no, they're not good anymore.
No, there are. People will still use them because they're the decks they have and they can't afford to get the best decks, or they can't afford to upgrade to something yet. People will still use the poison deck that isn't going to be good anymore.
So I'm looking at the rankings.
Based on 1 day of data.
This is current decks, best state. Tier list.
Yeah, but it's based on 1 day of data.
Created by polling top players and aggregating their reviews.
Again, the cards came out yesterday.
Okay, still. That's why the new decks are sorted in new decks and not in tiers. But the Koga deck is still seen as promising.
Is that with new cards, or is that just with Soliopede and
This
Lisa?
one does not have new cards yet, so it doesn't even have like the new like gold items or whatever they're called.
Okay, then I
So
honestly,
it's gonna get better.
yes, but the question is, does it get better enough to be competitive against the rest of the field?
I think as long as Mewtwo is relevant, the Koga deck's gonna be relevant.
Well, yeah, so then how long is 150 damage still enough?
I mean, what I'm saying is with these new cards, it is still. I don't think they're. I think they are definitely adding more decks that are viable than decks that are losing their viability. Which they really need to raise that 15 deck limit. Like, come on.
I agree. I've been agreeing with that since the game launched.
But anyway, getting back to
15
to
decks
trading, which is what we're talking about. Early on, there's not enough decks that trading is like very good. But as you keep adding more and more cards, and there's more and more like good, viable, you can run these decks and be fine. I feel like you need to trade more because like it's gonna get to the point where it's like, oh yeah, those are cool decks. I can never try them because I have to open, 17 cards from
No, it's
15 different packs.
It's going to be exactly like before, though. When the first set had what, 200 some odd cards in it, 260 or whatever.
It's not gonna be like before because
How much does the new
cards.
set has?
I feel like it's like another 200. Like,
Okay.
and then the Mew had like 100. Like we can say there's 500 cards now.
But
Um,
but a lot of players already have most of the old cards.
right.
So they don't need to open the old packs. They already have all of those old cards. They're only opening the new packs. And they don't need to make a full deck out of the new cards. It's only the new stuff.
Oh, I can
So
open the booster. Um, Dialga or Palkia?
Dialga.
What I'm saying is just there's so many more new viable decks, and it's like if I'm like a newer player or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I want to try this deck. I want to try this deck. Let's see what this is like. Let's see what this is like. Because trading is so hard, it's either you spend a lot of money to open a lot more packs and get the cards that way, or sorry, you're never going to be able to try that.
Or
deck
you just
because
build a bad version of it, which
this
is
deck was.
What?
Sorry, this pack was garbage, by the way.
well, yeah, yeah. You're not the one streaming right now. Hold on, let me see if I have a pack to open. I don't think I do.
There's 155 new cards.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that doesn't include like the higher, like the pretty ones and
I
stuff.
don't have a pack to open. Yeah, 155 new diamond cards, right? Yeah. So, yeah, so you overall you don't need to open as many of the new packs. So,
But then it's like people are still trying old cards and stuff. It's like if you're a newer player, like the game is not.
if you're a newer player, you're not
The
Yeah,
game's
like you-
not friendly to you.
you want to build the best deck, but you can't. So you do what everyone else did and you build the best version that you can. My first water deck didn't have 2 Articunos and 2 Starmies.
I still don't have an article.
Yeah. So my first Pikachu deck only had 1 Pikachu EX, and was it good? It was okay. When I
Right,
drew
sure. So you're just starting out. Let's say 2 pack releases from it. You're just starting out.
Yeah.
Mewtwo's still relevant because fuck that deck. And you're like, okay, I want to build that deck. So you're gonna pretty much open
That's
like
the wrong way to go about it. You don't say I want to build that deck. You say I want to look at the cards I have and build what I can make.
You're a new player. You have no cards. You have nothing yet.
If you're a new player, they throw a whole bunch of hourglasses at you and make you do all
Sure,
the solo
and what do you
battles.
open?
You
have to pick something.
and
to
you
open.
do all the solo battles, and then it
Now
hands.
you have a stand slash.
Stop interrupting, please. And you do a lot of solo battles, and then they hand you a lot of rental decks that you can rent. And you do that to level up enough that they throw a bunch of hourglasses at you, and you can open enough to build a deck,
Okay.
which is exactly the same as how everyone else did.
Which is exactly what I was just saying. But now that there's 1,000 cards out there. Okay, so I want to build a deck. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna open everything to build a Mewtwo deck because that's the deck I want to try, right? So I do everything for that, and then it's all of a sudden, okay, I've played a lot of this Mewtwo deck. I want to try another deck, but I don't have any cards, and trading is way too expensive. So I have to slowly work on that.
So
If you
that's not the mindset that new players should have, though. They shouldn't be saying.
That's what I would have.
So
I don't wanna
the
play
first
with
thing you
bad
did
decks.
when you started a new account was you went up and looked at tier list for the decks.
No, there was only the 3 packs, so I opened them pretty evenly until I got like my first couple like good cards. I think I got a Zapdos and a Pikachu EX,
And then you built the deck that you could make.
and then I opened nearly every pack, a Pikachu pack, to get what I needed for that deck. Yes.
Okay.
And then when I had that deck done, I said, okay, now I want to do other, so let me open like some Charizard and Mewtwo's now.
But in the meantime, you still played the deck you had.
Right. Because I couldn't build another deck that was decent at all
Yeah.
for a while.
So that's the new player experience.
Okay. But that's fine when there's only 3 packs. Now when there's, 6 packs now. So it's double the packs now. So now it's, okay, I need cards from all 6 packs. or
There-
maybe let's say 4 of them.
There are also triple the number of solo battles to fight and triple the number of hourglasses to get, and you will open a lot more packs as a new player.
Yeah, but I've been playing not since right at the beginning, but from pretty early, and I've opened 25 to 30 of the new packs because I saved hourglasses and did all the solo battles, and I don't have enough to build anything new.
You're looking at the competitive decks and you're saying I can't build any of these.
No, I'm just looking at the cards I have. I think I have like 1 or 2 EXs. I don't have the pre-evolutions to build them.
You have pack points that you can use to spend on those.
Not nearly enough for what I would need.
You said you had a Ms. Magus and you needed a... what's it called?
Mischievous.
All right, Mischievous is, what, a 1 diamond? Where is it here? Mischievous is 35 pack points. Have you opened 7 packs?
So now I have I have 140 pack points.
Okay.
So I can put 1 of those into a deck.
1?
What is it good with? I think it's a good with Mewtwo. I don't have 2 of those yet.
Don't look for good cards that you don't have. Look for cards that you have.
Okay, so the new
You go to the deck builder and you say, okay, I want to build a deck using this card, and you look at all the psychic cards around it.
So the new psychic cards I have, like a full evolution line of.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have 1 new Waltz and Curlia.
Okay.
So I could put a Gardevoir in.
Okay.
I have a Drift Rune, which is bad.
Ooh, Earthquake.
What's this? I have a Cresselia, which is okay.
You have a Mewtwo, right?
Yep, but that's the old cards.
I didn't say new cards. You
But
build
I
it.
want to play with new cards, right?
No. You want to
Or
play
if I'm-
Pokemon.
Or if I'm just starting off and these are the cards I have.
Am I just replacing Mudshot with Earthquake here? I think so.
Yeah. Just be careful in double battles because it will hit your Pokemon too unless it's fly. For newer players, having more and more cards is fun, but it also gets to a point where it's like there's too much, and unless I want to invest a good amount of money or a long time into the game, it's not going to be fun for a while because trading's also really expensive.
I don't think you need trading for it to be fun.
I can't say, okay, I opened my Mewtwo pack and I pulled a Machamp, but I don't really want the Machamp. I'm looking for a Mewtwo. Maybe somebody has a Mewtwo and wants a Machamp.
Well, yeah, but we also couldn't say that before.
Right. But you also want to make the game better.
But maybe as a new player, I can save up enough that I can trade for the card that I want. Maybe.
And by the time you do that, then there's another new set out, and then, okay, I have to,
I think you're not looking at all of the 3 stars and 3 diamonds and 4 diamonds that you have that you only have 1 of and don't want to trash. You can trash if you only have 1 of something.
Yeah, but like,
if you really want to build that new deck and you really want to trade for it, you can trash all of your other cards to do it.
So I have to get rid of my entire.
No, you don't have to. If you want to focus on only playing the best deck, then yeah, you can.
No, if right now I want to build a Dialga deck, I would have to trash a pretty big part of my current inventory.
So again, if you want to hard focus on only building the best deck, or one
That's
of...
not what I just said, though.
Is Dialga not a good deck?
It is a good deck.
Okay.
But it's a new deck, and I want to try it. And I've opened a lot of the new packs. That's all I've been opening.
So,
since they
okay,
came out.
so you want to try the Dialga deck. So rent it. That's why the deck rental system exists. If you really, really want to build the deck, then that's going to take some collecting, which is kind of what the game's about.
Right, they don't have rental decks for absolutely every deck you would want to try. They just
No,
don't
they
exist.
but they have for the most popular ones, or what they think are going to be the most popular ones, and they're not the
But,
best.
like,
And they're not the best versions, but they'll let you try out the cards.
okay, that's fine, and I've used my rental points, and I'm having fun with Dialga. I want to play more with it because I think you can only play 20 games with it.
Yeah, that's true. So
So I've used it, and I want to say no. I want to play this more. So my options are wait a long time for new packs
Mhm.
because you only get 2 a day,
Mhm.
or spend a lot of money on the packs and hope you get what you need
Mhm.
because it's still not cheap to do that.
Yep.
Or I can trade, but the trading is also really expensive.
Yep.
So if somebody wants to do no money spent, they have to devote a lot of time into getting to the point where they can play that pack more.
welcome
play
to
that
free-to-play mobile games.
Okay. Where they can play that deck more. And then if they're halfway through building that and they're like, oh, but like that Darkrai deck that I've been playing against that like everybody's running, or that Mewtwo deck that everybody's running, that's kind of cool too. Maybe I want to build that too. It's like, sorry, you can really only focus on collecting the cards for one deck at a time. Pick which one you want to do. Like, good luck. And having trading be so expensive, I think, for newer players, just
It
I don't think the game is friendly for newer players. I think they need to add more ways for newer players who don't want to spend money, who, maybe underage, don't have the option to do
that's
it.
not their target market, though. That's not who they're trying to get to play the game. They don't care about the players who are literally cannot spend money. They care about people who want to rip open
Sure,
packs.
they do. What do you mean they don't care about the players who can't spend money? There are enough people who do spend money that the people who don't spend money are convincing more people to play the game and spend money. Pokemon Go, there's a lot of people who don't spend money on it, who have convinced other people to start playing, who then spend a lot of money. Do you only want people watching your Twitch stream that have some monetary value to you watching?
No, but I'm not trying to run a business.
Okay, so let's talk big streamers. Do they only want people who are subscribing? No. If you completely get rid of the people in
they're not
trading card game pocket who are not spending money, you have a very you would have a very low, well, not now because it's still niche, but you'd have a much lower player base that would be diminishing quickly because it's going to get to the point where I'm just going to go to the next thing and spend my money there instead.
You are right, except hold on, I'm trying to think here.
If the whole thing is just a cash grab for right
now. No, you're right. They do want new players, and they want players who. What the hell is this?
I've played quite a bit, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, maybe I'll just buy a couple packs here and there, and that's really where they're making money from, right? You're gonna have your whales who are buying in no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
but they really need people who are like, I'm really like
Yes,
like one card away. Let me open a couple.
and if they make the game too easy to get all the cards, they're not going to have players who do that.
But I think they're making it too hard to get the cards right now.
I don't think so. I think they give new players a whole lot of hourglasses, way more than you realize.
I've opened a ridiculous number of Mewtwo packs and still cannot get a second Mewtwo. I've opened
Okay,
a
so
ridiculous number of the new packs.
You're again arguing against. You're again saying that a new player knows what deck they want to build and will only do that.
No, I'm talking about me right now. I've opened a lot of packs. I've opened a lot of the new packs, the two new.
So if we're talking, so how did
I try and keep it even with what I'm opening with the new packs, and I've gotten, I have like 140 points, which means I've opened. How many packs is that? 5 each? I didn't open
70
packs. There's no way I was able to open 70 packs already. I probably opened about 30 packs. I've gotten 1 EX.
Oh wait, 140 is 28 packs. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was close. Ask me tomorrow. I've gotten 1 EX.
Okay.
So like, if I want to play these new decks, or if I want to play new cards in my old decks, I don't have them.
Okay, so
I can't play when I don't have
real quick, are we talking new player or are we talking you?
I'm talking me right
Okay,
now.
so we're talking you. So you keep switching between arguing if this is a good new player experience versus what you've experienced. And those are two different things because you're no longer a new player.
Right, that's fair. But I think it becomes worse when you are a new player.
So I'm looking here.
I think I have a better experience than new players because I have all of that time. Really,
so,
Scyther? You're alive there? You see the hit points on this Scyther? Because I don't.
1. So let me look real fast. So 14 out of 14, what does that mean? Okay, 14 battle tasks. I'm counting up how many shop tickets a new player gets. Not counting level ups because I don't know how many times they're going to level up. Although it's probably a lot.
I mean,
Oops.
I'm level like 30, I think.
That's not what I meant to do. I accidentally started a solo battle.
Just concede. Or put it on auto and walk away.
That's what I'm going to do.
Maybe you'll get that one.
It's the solo battle against the easiest deck, too.
So I've opened 28 new packs, right? And I've gotten, I believe it's only 1 EX. Maybe there's another one that I just ignored because I didn't think it was very good.
That seems like about the same odds that it's been the whole time, yeah.
Okay. No, it's definitely seems lower at least.
I don't know.
Maybe I just was lucky earlier and a little unlucky now, right? I don't think it's crazy, right? Like I don't think they really lowered the odds. I think maybe I'm just now unlucky a little bit. But it's okay. There's new cards. I want to try them out, right? The rentals only have so much. Like I want to play with these. My options are
spend money,
wait a while to keep opening packs the way it is, or spend money on packs, or spend a lot of money on trading for them.
Or don't play that specific deck, play a different variant of it, or play something else in the meantime while you're waiting.
I can't play a variant. I don't have the cards at all. I can't play a new EX deck. I don't have the EX cards. Right? And they're not the super rare ones I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the lowest level EX, right? What are they? 4 diamond? What are they?
4 diamonds. All the X's are 4 diamonds.
Okay, yeah, so they're only, they're no stars. Like, I'm not looking, I don't need the, like, super full art golden card. Yeah, I don't,
Offering rates.
So I'm seeing for me, who's played a lot, that I'm not getting cards to have any fun with the new cards. And if I'm a new player, I think it's just amplified because you also have to get the old cards for the deck that I
Six in
already
the fourth
have.
slot. $6.6 in the last slot. Actually, you know what? One of the websites had odds. Hold on, let me find that.
It's on the app.
Yeah, but it's a pain because they separate it by each slot number. So, like in the fourth slot, you have this odd.
Yeah.
These
the way we
odds.
put it there, it seems like well, we met the legal
This
requirements.
is not the. Is this the one? No.
I just like with the new packs, I'm not having fun. And I have the olds. I just need the new stuff, and I'm opening all the new stuff. And I feel like it just gets worse if you are a new player and you need the old and new stuff.
This doesn't have the new odds yet, or the new packs yet. Okay.
It's going to be spend a lot of money or go play something else.
Or wait. Which, if you want to be a free player, is what you do in these games. I thought there was a website.
But I feel like having, saved up a lot of my hourglasses and then getting all the
Again, you're not a new player, so you don't have all of the new player hourglasses that they give you.
Right, I know. That's not what I was saying. Let me finish.
Yep.
I feel like I had a lot
Hey,
saved
Pug,
up.
how are you? We're having deep discussions about Pokemon Pocket. Sorry, go ahead.
I had a lot saved up, and then I got all the new ones that they let you get. And like, I still feel like, I don't really have enough of any of the new cards to add them to the decks, right? So, there's going to be more tomorrow because there's a shop tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been one day. You haven't really had a whole lot of packs.
28 packs.
It's not a lot. How many cards do you have total? Go to your... Actually, is there an easy way to actually find that? Yeah.
Like all cards?
Yeah, hit the second tab, your My Cards.
1965.
Okay, cool. So, 1965 over 5. You have 1965.
Well, I've Wonder
over
Picked
5.
a lot.
Yeah, but you've opened 393 or the equivalent of 393 packs. 28 is nothing. Less than 10%.
Okay, but I feel like this is, again, 28 might be nothing, but I feel like opening 28 packs, like, I would hope I get, oh, cool, I can add this to my whatever old deck that I have, right? And I don't think I've gotten that yet from these packs. Maybe some of the held items, what are they called now?
Yeah,
The Rocky
Pokemon
one.
tools.
Yeah, tools. I think I've gotten like maybe one of each.
One of each? I've only gotten 2 total.
I think, isn't there only 2?
No, because there's the cape, the helmet.
I think I've gotten one of each of those. Is there more?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen those, so...
I saw them in the solo battles.
Did you?
Hold on, I'm looking them up. Search by... Actually, just search by... Pokemon tool. Okay. Oh, I can't do... Okay, hold on, I gotta... Right, I don't have the cape. I've got the Lumberry and the helmet.
There's a Lumberry?
Yep. It's a full heal. Or heal status conditions, but...
So what, there's 3 of them?
Hold on, I haven't found where they all are yet. 147 is Giant Cape. 146 is Pokemon Communication. What is this? Oh,
I saw
this
that.
is not a held item. Choose a Pokemon in your
No,
hand,
I-
switch it with a random Pokemon in your deck. Oh, it's almost Pokemon Trader.
I've seen of that card. I think it's
And then
actually.
what is Cyrus? Oh, Cyrus is supported. Okay, yeah. So there are 3 Pokemon tools.
So I've opened 28 of these packs. What is it, like 300 packs or something I've opened?
Almost 400. Yeah.
Okay, almost 400 packs. If I'm then, and I'm, struggling to have fun with the new cards because I've opened 28 packs and I haven't gotten,
Are you actually not having fun with the game anymore?
it's not nearly as fun as it was when it was just the 3 packs.
Oh. Well, you should consider not playing that. You should consider playing something else that you're having fun playing.
Right, I agree. But if I'm a new player coming in right now, fresh to the game,
You can't. Okay, you can't go by your 28 pack opening as what a new player is seeing because they're not seeing that.
no, of course.
Okay.
If
So,
I'm a new player
uh-huh.
joining the game right now and I'm trying to have fun with it, okay, I get with all the stuff they throw at you and everything,
And you build the best deck that you can.
but you get what, maybe let's say 150 packs. I feel like that's generous, but let's say 150 packs you get.
I think by the time that you're done the solo battles and then the leveling up from that, and then whatever events have happened during that time, yeah, 150 cents. Maybe closer to 200, but yeah, that sounds about right.
I think if anything that would be a little high, but let's say 150.
There's a lot of solo battles now.
I've done them all, I know.
Yeah, but you did them spread out over 3 months.
So I've been able to put every new time and hourglass into the new packs. If I'm a new player and I want to build cool decks, I also need older cards.
Yeah, so you're going to open up among the 6 packs that are available instead of just
Right.
among the 2.
Right, so if I'm a newer player, instead of having...
So instead of 28 into 2 packs, you're doing 150 into 6, which is 25 packs each, which
I'm
is...
looking that instead of the... I've played numbers, so almost 400 into the 6 packs, it's now 150 into the 6 packs.
After 3 months? Sure.
So, obviously the people who play longer, are gonna have more cards. That's just the nature of it, right?
That's just trading card games.
But I feel like if you are a new player, then, it just puts you at such a disadvantage that why would I... It's like, I'm too far behind. I can't even start that right now. There's actually games I don't know, like Rust, right? Where it goes through seasons and then everything refreshes. If you're halfway through the season, I look at the Rust and I'm like, yeah, everybody's got all this cool shit. I'm too far behind. Maybe next season. I don't actually like Rust, but that idea, right? And I feel like this is going to have that issue where it becomes so intimidating for new players to get into it. Or Magic the Gathering, right? I want to dabble in Magic the Gathering. There's just too much of it.
You just buy a pre-constructed deck and then you play against your friends. And you
Right.
don't worry about deck power levels. So, a new player
Right, of course.
isn't looking...
But what I'm saying is it's too intimidating to get into because there's
I
there's so
disagree.
much.
A new player isn't looking for the best decks. A new player is just building the best they can and then hitting the play match button and seeing what they come up against. And there is
But I think that
there is skill-based matchmaking in the game, because if you lose enough games, you go up against easier opponents.
but
So
I think
you'll
I
win
disagree.
about half the games.
I disagree because I feel like if I'm I want to get into Magic, if I just go buy a pre-con deck and play it, I'm just gonna get beat by a lot of people who have more cards, invested more time and everything.
How are you trying to get into Magic? Are you trying to go to a local game store and compete in the highest tournaments there, or are you just playing against your friends?
Have some fun, right?
Okay, so you're gonna sit down at your commander table with 3 of your friends and play a 4-player game of Magic where nobody gangs up on you in the first game because you're not playing a strong deck. Magic is Commander
But
is not
Trading
a
card game doesn't have that. It has, okay, we matched you against this one person who, they might be brand new just like you. They might have been playing since release, and guess what? They have a lot more cards because they've been playing since release. And if they're one of those people who has a lot more cards, they just have better cards than you.
Okay, and then you lose that one, and then you lose the next few, and then the game says you've lost a few. I'm going to put you against easier opponents.
I feel like when I lose a few, I end up against Mewtwo's and Celebies again.
I feel like you've had real bad luck because every single time those stupid win some number in a row tournaments come up.
The only battles I get that are like, what is this guy building? Like, I don't understand this deck.
So yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just people who don't normally battle or something. But if once I get the required number of wins, I build an absolute crap deck, like a literal joke deck. Like, here's a Magikarp and no other Pokemon.
And that's what I feel like I'm playing a lot of.
And I will just like splash around and literally do nothing and give opponents free wins because I think those events suck. And after I do that for long enough, if I just go into the random queue, I'm playing against people who don't have top tier decks.
Really?
Yes.
That hasn't been my experience at all.
Weird.
The only time I'm playing decks that are like, you find them online because they are good decks, like on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Is when it's those 5 in a row challenges.
I do want to be clear that happens when I lose like 40 games in a row because I'm literally just spamming this Magikarp deck over and over. No, sorry, it was 2 Magikarps so I could retreat 1 and then use the attack to retreat for free. That's what I was doing.
While we were doing this, I clicked random solo battle, expecting I'm just gonna concede it because I don't actually care. I don't really.
That Dustox didn't want to fight me. All right.
And literally the first deck I'm against is a Mewtwo deck.
I don't know how you're seeing only Mewtwo decks over and over. Like, I am definitely not. I've
It's a site that starts with a Mew. I'm assuming it's a Mewtwo deck.
Oh.
I'm gonna play a couple hands to see. Maybe it's one of the new psychic decks. Let's see. This can go.
Maybe you've actually been fighting Gengar decks this whole time, and you've just been assuming that they run Mewtwo.
I haven't seen a Gengar yet.
Really?
Really, I have not seen a.
You haven't seen Gengar EX, the one that locks down you from playing supporter cards?
I think I own one.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That we're definitely playing in different queues then.
Oh no, I think this is actually. Oh, okay. This guy starts with a Mew EX, which is fine. I have that. We play a Mischievous, so we're playing the new Miss Magius deck, or a new Miss Magius deck, and then he drops the like full art special Mew EX.
Okay.
So either insanely lucky or probably some money in it.
Maybe. I'm actually surprised that your battle queue has such powerful decks in it. It means
It's
you
always.
must.
I don't enjoy battling much anymore. I love the solo battles, and the new decks are tough.
I'm gonna go into hold on. I have a trade in progress, I guess. Who the hell's sending me random trades?
Oh, we have it's not just
You.
a Miss Magius EX, it's the like full high rarity one. I'm just gonna
Someone is just randomly sending me a Gyarados EX. I'm not gonna trash a billion cards. Sorry, dude.
and that's what I mean.
I don't need it anyway. I have like 3.
I'm looking at trading right now as somebody who's not spending a ton of money on the game, but I just got all the free tokens, so like, hey, go trade away. I'm looking at it like,
We already did our trade. You spent those tokens.
no, I got rid of a new EX for that.
Oh, right, because we did that, and then 1 o'clock rolled around. They're like, oh, by the way, here's some stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking at it like once I run out of the free stuff, like it's just so expensive.
Yep. Well, yeah, because it's for people who have
And if I'm
who
finding
don't.
it expensive, new players definitely can't afford it
You haven't spent any money on the game.
unless you're spending money. In which case, you're just spending money opening packs. Why trade at all?
Well, buy their $10 monthly thing, you get a free pack an extra pack every day. Like this is how they get you. They make things that are seemingly too expensive unless you give them a little bit of money.
Right. So the game then is just becoming spend money on this game or don't have as much fun.
That's literally every free-to-play game. Once you
Okay.
play enough of it, you hit the wall.
But then you just lose your player base. And if
No,
you're losing, you are.
you don't lose
because
all of it.
I'm already considering I didn't say all of it. You're losing player base though, because I'm already considering, this isn't really fun to battle anymore because people are just spending money and they have all the new cards, which is fine. But I don't have the option to do that right now because I don't want to spend a lot of money on the game through packs or trading. So, I'm going to wait around and open packs for a while before I do any battling.
Okay.
And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I open packs. I'm kind of moving on. Like, I'm already kind of getting bored with this.
And they expect an amount of churn of players who play a new hot new game for a little while until they hit the walls and it gets too expensive or takes too long, and
Right.
then some amount of them are going to spend money and a larger amount of them are going to quit because
Right.
that's just how the free-to-play player base goes.
Right.
But at the
so people like me are gonna fade out, right?
but at the
We
same
agree on
time,
this.
they're bringing in new players.
But I don't think they're going to if they keep with the way that the game is currently. I don't think the game is going to be fun enough for new players to get in and want to play for any serious amount of time because they're going to run into the same issues where, okay, now I have less cards because I've played for less amount of time.
Mhm.
And I'm still facing decks of the people who've been playing the whole time who the decks are just better because that's how it works. That it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I tried this game. I'm not having fun.
So it is worth mentioning at this point that there are a very large number of players who only battle so that they can collect more cards. Their point is they want to collect all the cards and they don't care about the battling at all.
Right.
And actually,
that's probably about where I am at this point.
and now that I think about it, when we're seeing in those win X number of games in a row queues that we're seeing all these weird decks, those might all just be players who care about collecting and use the auto build feature to build a deck just so they could try to play.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that there are enough of those players that care way more about collecting than battling that are going to enough new players who will care more about collecting than battling that they don't care as much about the new players who are downloading this to battle. Because if you are looking for a free Pokemon card game to play against other people, they already have one of those. They have a free PC Pokemon game. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I got you. But that and this, I think you're gonna have the same issue. New people who want to get in collect.
Pokemon TCG Live. That's the name of it. Sorry.
Right now, if a new person wants to come in and collect cards, just like we've been doing,
yeah,
it's now 6 packs of cards you have to get, and not 3. So you're starting very far behind.
Well, you start by picking a set and collecting everything in that set.
Sure, fine. But by the time you do that, the new set's going to be out, and the new set,
So
so you're always going to be trying to play catch up.
Only if
and
you're trying to compare with other people. If you're just collecting to collect and you don't care about how many cards other people have, you're going to log in every day, you're going to open your 2 packs, you're going to get your free rewards, you're going to close the app, because that's all you were going to do anyway.
Okay, but as you get, that's fine when there's like 400, 500 cards like there is now. As the game gets bigger and bigger, it's the same reason why some people don't want to play the new mainline games. It's too much. I don't want to get into Magic right now because there's just too many freaking cards. How the heck am I supposed to go through? How many Magic cards are there? Do you know? 1 billion?
Well, you don't get into Magic to... Players nowadays are getting into Magic to either play with their friends or collect all of the new Assassin's Creed cards because they really like Assassin's Creed.
I mean, people just collect. There's 20... quick Google search. The Google AI says there's 27,000.
I generally don't trust Google's AI, but sure, we'll say that.
The total number is much higher when you include reprints, variants, and other cards. So...
And other cards? They just chose a number. All right, I'm gonna go to Scryfall.
There's a lot, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden I'm like, I kind of want to collect Magic cards.
So that's one of the problems that Magic has been having for its 30 some odd years, is there isn't a large group of people who wants to collect Magic cards. Collectors do exist,
but it's also easier to collect Magic cards because I can walk into a shop and say, hey, I open up an extra this cool card. I open up an extra Black Lotus. I'll trade you 1 for 1 for your card. It's not going to cost us anything. It's free. We open packs. We paid money for packs.
That's the difference. You paid money for your packs.
Right.
If you're trading on this app, chances are you didn't pay money for your Pokemon card.
Why? That's not true at all. I didn't pay money on the app, and I feel like I can't trade because it's too expensive. I'd have to grind up cards that I don't have.
Can you go into your collection right now and filter by 3 diamonds and tell me how many you have?
Just total 3 diamonds?
Total 3 diamonds.
Filter. But if I'm a collector, I'm not getting rid of all of them,
No. You don't need to get rid of all of them.
3 diamonds, okay. I have 91.
You have 91, okay. And there are...
Let me sort by duplicates. The other way. I don't know why it starts at the low end.
You want to sort by duplicates and see cards you don't have duplicates of.
So cards I have more than 2 of?
Mm-hmm. No, more than 1 of. If you're collecting, you only want 1.
I have only 7 that I have more than 2 of.
How many do you have more than 1 of? Also, 7 is enough to make 1 trade. 5 is enough to make a trade.
So I have to get rid of 5.
5 cards you weren't using and don't care about because you're collecting. And you already have.
To trade for a what? 3 diamond card?
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of 5 3 diamonds to trade for 3
Doesn't that
diamonds.
seem like a lot, though?
Yes, it does seem like a lot. But it doesn't seem prohibitive. I finished...
See, I think it does because I've been playing enough that I've opened almost 400 packs. If I'm a new player, I sure as hell don't have that many cards to do this with.
Okay,
if I only have
I agree with you that trading is not a feature for new players, but it's not meant to be. If you're collecting
so it's another thing on top of there are so many freaking cards out there. Well, there's not now, but it's only going to be more and more cards, right? That if I want to join later and be a collector, okay, you have a lot to catch up with. And trading is prohibitive to you because you're a new player, and it costs so much.
So
I don't think they're going to be getting a lot of new players if they continue down this path. I think what's going to happen is the people who are currently playing and spending money and having fun are going to continue playing and spending money and having fun. The people who are currently playing and not spending a lot of money are going to not have as much fun because it would just be the collecting of it, right? The battles are less fun, especially early in a set, if you're not spending money. Because people have new cards and you don't. I just brain farted. I just used fly against Onyx. That was stupid.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I'm surprised I haven't lost a Pokemon just zoning out here.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So
Don't
you're
do
gonna
that.
have old players who spend money who are having fun because they get all the new cards. It's fun.
Mhm.
You're gonna have who probably will also move on the new fad that comes out. You'll have quite a bit. This is still new, right? You'll have old players who don't spend money, who it becomes less and less fun because the players who are spending money are getting so much better than you faster with every new pack, every new set that comes out. You're going to have new players who will spend money, who might also look at the game and be like, you know, I am far behind. That'd be a lot of money to spend. And it'd be more of an investment to get in if you're going to be somebody who spends money at a later point. Or you're going to have new players who don't want to spend money, who I don't see a reason in 6 months when there's a few new sets out why they would play. It's intimidating because there's too many cards. Trading isn't viable. I don't think you're going to get those people. So I think what's going to happen is with the current model, your player base is going to shrink to the point where it's just old frogs spending a lot of money and nobody else is playing. I think Pokemon Go is facing the same thing. The player base in Pokemon Go is way down because they keep adding more and more things that you can either play a lot of or you can spend money on. And the more they add, it just becomes less and less fun.
Why does this Nuzlocke know Harden?
Because C-Dot learns Harden. Because it's an acorn. I don't think the current strategy or business model that they have can play out.
I think it does, because I think you're not. First of all, neither of us have all the numbers. We don't know how many people are actually
Of course.
playing. We don't know how many people open the app just to open packs, to have fun opening packs, because that is what this app was originally pitched as. This is an app to open packs, and maybe you can open cool cards and show them to your friends. And that's all.
So
the
that
app.
was me, like, when I started. I'm just opening packs.
That's
And
what the
I told you early on, like, I'm wanting more from the game.
so
Like, I opened a pack and then I closed the game and it's like, okay, like, now what? You know, because like I want battles to be fun. And I feel like as time is going on, battling is going to become less and less fun unless you're spending money.
okay. So I agree that you personally might be having less fun with this. As I was saying, this game was originally pitched as opening packs and looking at cool cards and showing them off to your friends and stuff. And I do think that they are still trying to focus it on that. The ad for the new set did not mention battling at all, barely showed text boxes of cards. The draw of the app is not the battling system. The battling is in there so that some players will keep playing, some players who want to battle will have a reason to collect better cards, etc. The main draw for most players is opening packs and opening cool cards, and they'll still be able to do that even if it's harder to collect full sets. Maybe they don't care about full sets. Maybe they just care about collecting some cool cards and opening some cool cards.
I
That's,
feel like if
that's,
I'm told,
that's what all of the advertising is for.
I feel like if I'm told, hey, you can open these new packs, but there's no way you'll ever be able to get them unless you spend.
None of the apps focus on getting them all. That's not the point of what they're trying to do. It's in there, collecting them all is in there for people who do want to do it.
So, you think people just want to like look at the picture and say, look at this cool card?
I have an entire section of my friend's Discord that is literally just that. It's literally just look at this cool thing, and then here's someone mentioned that one of these Pokemon looks like President Lisa Simpson, and then we joked on that for a whole day.
Right, cool. So I saw a Reddit post. It must have been right before the packs came out, it leaked. It was all of like the full art, the pictures of the full art cards.
The people I'm talking about don't look at Reddit and don't look at the internet for that stuff. The people I'm talking about saw the ad on YouTube because it was recommended to them or a friend.
But you agree that you can do that?
Yeah, they're JPEGs. Of course you can.
So if I want to say like, oh, let me see what the new cards are, I can just Google it real quick, right?
So
let me
ask you a question.
I feel like there's not enough people discovering cards by just opening packs. And if you're that interested in, ooh, I wonder what's in these packs, like you're more likely to just look up what's in the packs.
It's not that they wonder what's in. It's not that they wonder what's in the pack. It's to open a loot box.
Right.
Why? There's an entire market of loot box figures, little plastic toys in grab bag loot boxes that you don't know what they are. The side of the box shows all of them except for the one super secret one.
Yep.
Where
absolutely.
it only shows. Yeah.
And those are tangible items you can hold.
Yes, but the vast majority of the market for that are buying the boxes to get the experience of opening a booster pack.
Sure.
They don't, like, some of them might care about, oh, I got the cute one, hooray. But, like, going to a store...
There's also a lot of people who want to collect them all.
And I'm saying that the number of people who want to collect them all is a lot less than we think it is. The number of people who just want to open a few packs and look at the cool and say, oh, I didn't get anything today, or, oh, look, I got a 2-star, how awesome. Like, that number is... God damn it, fucking Confusion. Holy shit, crit on Confusion. Get me out of here. All right.
Please go heal. Please go heal.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So I agree with you that people will do that. The thing with that is, though, people aren't going to do that forever because this app is out now and people want to do it with this app.
Mm-hmm.
But, people make other apps. What happens when Yu-Gi-Oh! Decides, damn, they made some money off that. Let's do that too.
Nobody's going to care because Yu-Gi-Oh! Aren't cute. Like, Pokemon's the largest franchise in the world. They sell millions of toys a year. Like,
right, but the player bases still fade, right?
Oh, absolutely. But the player bases fade with every single app ever.
People still get bored, and if I'm just opening it to say, hey, let me see what cool card I get in this pack today, maybe for me, it's probably less than others, but maybe after 2 weeks, I'm going to be like, all right, I got the point of this. If I really want to see the cool pictures of the cards or see what I get, like, I can just look them up.
Yeah, so you're not the type of person who is excited about ripping open packs.
But I feel like at some point, everybody would get to the point where they're like, let me move on to something else. I don't feel like opening that game today.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So you are losing your player base, and there's not enough of other things to keep you in the game. Because collecting becomes very hard if you want to collect more than just what you open.
I think you're trying to think of... How do I word this? the developer and publisher of this game do not expect it to last forever, and that is not their goal.
No, but I bet their
What the
goal
fuck is
they
missed?
they want to keep a larger player base for longer, and they want to keep people in the game and spending money. This is why Pokemon Go is having issue, because people are leaving the game and they're going to make less money.
I don't think right now that there's any significant loss of players. I think that the number of players,
no, because the game is very fresh.
yeah,
But I
so
think
so so
what
you're
they
so
have-
you're speculating based
Absolutely.
on no data that, sorry, not based on no data, based on your personal experience, that people will leave the game, that more people will leave the game than new players that will enter the game.
Yes, because I think the game doesn't offer as much fun or not replayability, but it won't catch people,
I
new
think
people as well, because they come out with battling, which if you're new, you're behind, and this trading, if you're new, you're behind and you're not going to be able to do it.
real quick, I want to get rid of I don't want to learn Mist here, right? This isn't worth it.
Probably not.
Okay.
I think they need to recognize that they're going to want new players to play the game, and they need to have it a way that it's also fun for them to do the same things that the old players are doing in the app.
I severely think you're underestimating how many Gen 4 fans exist who started playing this app because now their favorite Pokemon are in the game and they just want to collect the Gen 4 and don't care about Gen 1 at all. I think you're severely overestimating how much the average player cares about battles.
But there's only 9 gens, so they're going to be releasing more and more packs than there are gens, I would assume.
And okay, it took them 3 months to release another gen. And let's say it's, there's a small set in a month and a half, and then another big set a month and a half later with another new gen, right? So there are 9, maybe 10 gens by that point, based on Switch 2 and rumors and whatnot, right?
Fair.
So that's one new generation a quarter. So that's 2.5 years of this app. To be honest, for a free-to-play game, that's really good.
That's not how it works. People don't start money-making ventures to say, let me make for 2 years and then we'll close shop. Right?
No, they make for 2 years while they're working on another game so that they can release that.
Are they though?
That's how free-to-play game works. Yeah, absolutely.
Niantic hasn't really done much.
Niantic is a whole big other mess.
And I don't think that Pokemon would want that either. I think they want to prolong something like this for as long as possible.
You don't think people started working on Gen 10 as soon as Gen 9 was released?
Sure, that's fine. But they're also, when Gen 10 comes out, they're still going to be selling copies of Gen 9.
Yeah, but they don't need to do any extra work for that. They don't need to release any extra content
So
for
you
that.
think it's
They
gonna be
they just have
okay?
they just have the discs on, or the cartridges on the shelves.
So do you think that it would be, okay, new mobile app is out, we're not going to do anything with this app anymore? It's still going to be available, but what's there is it?
I've seen so many
I don't think that happens with Pokemon.
why yeah absolutely happens with Pokemon. There was the what's it called? Well, there have been Pokemon apps that have been end of life by consoles dying. There was the Wii had a free Pokemon something. What was it? I'm trying to remember now.
I feel like mobile apps, like, or mobile games, like, you have to look different than console games, though. Mobile apps don't need to have that end of life. It's not like, oh, new phone's coming out, you can't play old apps on it.
No,
You know?
eventually you slow down releasing new content for your mobile app, and then you stop and you give everyone like a big, hey, thank you for sticking around with us. Here's 1,000 hourglasses or something, and you leave the store open for long enough that it remains profitable. And then when it stops,
Team that's developing, you close shop.
no, you have them work on another game, and then another app comes out.
But for that game, you just at some point say, all right, it was a good run, we're done.
Yeah, that's how mobile games work. There have been a lot of games that, like,
Okay.
EA shuts down online servers for games that still have an online player base. Is that a good idea? Probably not. It means that a lot of people started hating EA for it, but, like, for games that they deem not worth it to run servers or to develop for,
But it's not worth it because people aren't spending money and playing it anymore. You know, they shut down the Madden.
Yeah, so that's exactly my point. They will keep developing for Pokemon TCG Pocket for as long as it remains profitable. And if what you say is correct and they lose player base and it becomes no longer profitable, they will shut down the servers. I think because it's a Pokemon game, they're going to keep releasing new gens. They're going to keep releasing here, you know, they can make up other gimmicks, like here's a Pikachu theme set for everyone who loves Pikachu. And they can do things to keep players in the game for as long as they want. But eventually, it will die out. Like you keep saying Pokemon Go is dying out, even though what have they really added to that? They've added a few features.
They've added quite a bit.
But it's the gameplay loop is still the same, right? You're still walking around, going to Pokestops and
there's
fighting raids and
Dynamax and this and that.
Well, yeah, but they can add the friggin' VMAX cards or whatever to Pokemon Pocket.
Okay, but I feel like the way you're looking at it is that the team is going to say, okay, we know at some point we're done, so let's just ride it out and make the money while we can, and not how can we prolong this that we have more people wanting to play for longer and still be profitable.
They're saying both. And the answer...
I don't think they are with the updates that are coming out.
They released a whole new generation. Everyone who loved Gen 4 started playing it.
Well, they released some of the generation.
They didn't release all the Gen 4 Pokemon?
No. I don't think so. They don't even have all the Gen 3 out.
Well, no, they didn't release a set based on Gen 3.
I don't think that this has all the... I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I don't know.
I thought the whole point of this was that it had all the Gen 4.
I thought it was just new cards. I mean, it might, and if it does, I feel like that's a missed opportunity because you're kind of saying like, okay, we did Gen 4.
Well, no, and then they make some small set that comes after it that they do. I don't know. I don't know a lot about Gen 4. And then they like Nuzleaf, no Hydro Pump. What the fuck?
Did they even add the starters for Gen 4 to it?
Yeah, it was in the video.
I feel like I haven't seen a Piplup at all.
It was in the video, and there are missions for collecting 3 of each. You get an icon for it.
Dang, I haven't even seen Piplup. Or that whole line, I don't think do I have it?
You probably do and just haven't noticed. They're all 1 diamonds.
is it? Oh. I'm like, why is this like this? I'm still sorted by
3 diamonds.
rare and rare, yeah. Or and number of
Oh,
cards.
duplicates, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is? Am I still? No, this is all my cards. Yeah, I don't have anything from that line.
That's weird.
And it's not in, I don't think they're in any of the soul metal, or I haven't noticed.
They might have been in the early ones, I think.
But I don't think the game is. I already don't think the game is going to be very inviting to new players.
We'll see.
Yeah, but the way that trading came out, like,
Trading's not for new players, though. That's not.
so
It wouldn't even surprise me if trading's locked until you get to like level 15 or 20. Remember how they locked a whole bunch of things? Like you can't do this, you can't make a binder until level 5 or something.
but I feel like battling's also already not friendly to new players because people who play longer have more cards, which is fine. I'm okay with that. That's just the nature of the game, right?
I think that there's
grind more hours in games tend to be better at them.
yeah, but I think that
for me in Counter-Strike, I still suck, but
skill issue.
yeah, that's fine. And there's skill issue with battling, right? But
I don't know.
the
I
more
think
and more you add, I feel like for new players, it gets there's battling and there's collecting in the game.
I think it's not
And
going to
there's
be as bad as you're
trading.
making it. I think yeah, absolutely. Like people who spend money or have been playing for longer will have better cards, undoubtedly.
I'm just like looking like there's 3 aspects to the game right now. There's battling, there's trading, and there's collecting.
And there's opening packs.
Well, that's collecting.
Opening packs to open packs instead of opening packs to collect them all. They're different
Okay,
things.
fine. The battling, the longer we run with this, the more scary it's going to be for new players.
Until they add set rotations.
Is that a thing that's going to happen?
It's happened in Pokemon, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so when they do that, but I still feel like you're going to be far enough behind because it's not going to be like, all right, new set, and you can only use this set. It's going to be you can use the last few sets.
Yeah, so they'll say that they'll release A1, A1A, A2, A2A, all the way up to A4. And then they'll release, and then that'll be a year. And they'll release B1. And then they'll say you can use, actually, I don't know, I think,
So what, you can use the last year of cards, they'll say?
maybe, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe it'll be a clean refresh. Maybe they'll have 2 queues, one for using alt cards and one for using only B cards.
Okay, that's fair. As a new player, I would look at that and say, I'll do the new queue.
Absolutely.
That's fine. But the current setup, like, if I'm a new player right now, I would be scared to battle because, people have opened. I'm using the wrong move. People have opened 4,000 or not 4,000, almost 400 packs. No money spent.
What level were we getting to?
Like 42.
What was that beep?
I didn't hear a beep.
I heard a very loud beep, and I have no idea what that was. Hey, if you're in chat right now, let me know if you heard that. If I heard it, it must have come over on stream.
I didn't hear it over Discord.
Maybe it came. Maybe Discord had a blip and it came from you, which is why you would have heard it. I don't know.
I don't know what would have beeped.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was. It was like not. It was not the sound of a device beeping. It was the sound of
Was it
software beeping. and it was like half cut off at both ends, kind of.
Maybe it was
Yeah, some glitch in Discord. Discord thought that you made a sound.
I don't know. But anyway, battling right now, I don't think if they continue with this trend, I don't think it'll be fun for new players.
I think that there are enough low power decks out there that. Okay, so again, I only have my experience of what I've seen in battling, and I've seen what looks like skill-based matchmaking. I don't know if it's actually there, or if I'm just getting way luckier in my matches versus you.
I feel like we've seen very different things.
I think so. I think we have, which might mean that you're not choosing to lose as many times as I am.
But I wish I had the number. I wish they actually kept track, because early on I told you
they keep track of number of wins, but not number of games.
I don't know if you remember, but early on it was like I had 3 options when I was running my Pikachu deck early on.
Yeah,
it was a win. Each was about a third: a win, a loss, or a Mewtwo deck you lose by you trying. And that's just like how it seemed to me early. I would think I'm losing more than I'm winning. Definitely.
That
I bet I'm under 50%. Win.
You might be, but also that might just be not survivorship bias. What's the word I'm thinking of? There's a word of human nature of you tend to remember bad things that happen way more than good things. So when in Magic, you tend to remember getting bricked and only drawing lands for 12 turns, or not drawing enough lands for 12 turns. You remember those games way more than games that were normal and everything worked fine. So then you think that, like, mana pockets in your deck are a huge issue just because you remember getting infuriated at your deck. You don't remember everything just works.
Maybe, but I feel like the events that it's like win 25 times.
Oh,
it's like
events suck.
It's like I'm definitely losing more than I'm winning, right?
Well, okay,
so skill issue, whatever. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm great at the game, but I just like right now, I don't want to even join the battlefield because I know that I'm gonna get matched up against people who have all the new cards because they probably spent money or they got really lucky and I just suck, right?
Well, I'm not going to join the match queue, half because I don't have time and half because I'm going to wait until tomorrow when I can spend my, I think I've saved up 200 shop tickets or whatever. I'm going to buy out all the hourglasses out of the store and open more packs and then see what I can build. And then I'll see what I'm up against, because I don't know what decks are actually out there. I highly doubt that the decks I'm going to face are going to be the super tuned version that you see on tier lists.
No, but
there will be people trying to replicate those with the cards they have, or there will be people who don't look at tier lists and are just trying to build decks based on what they've seen other people do, and they say, oh, some people have run this card, I'm going to throw that card into my darkness deck and we'll see how it goes, or something like that. Right,
but I bet that I'd face a lot more decks with like new EX cards and stuff than I would have the ability to make.
But that doesn't so that doesn't mean you can't win against them, though.
Right, of course, but you know, new cards are out. I want to try them. And I'm not spending money, so I can only open packs so fast. So realistically, like maybe by the end of the set, I'll be able to try all the decks I want to try. Maybe. But I'm already at the point like I don't want to battle because like people are just gonna have like good shit. I'll just do the solo battles, right? Which are tough.
I'm actually curious about that. I don't know that people will have. You know what?
I mean, I don't know what. What is that battle that you faced?
What?
that you put on auto. Oh, it was a solo battle.
It was the easiest solo battle because I was
I
trying.
didn't, I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was against somebody. I was
No,
curious what.
no. I was trying to count up the number of shop tickets you get from solo battles total, and I accidentally, instead of hitting back, hit fight.
I mean, the first one I did already had new cards all throughout it.
Having new cards doesn't mean it's a good deck, though. And
It had new good cards. It wasn't just any new cards. It was okay. You're making a Miss Madness deck.
well, you waited a whole 16 hours to fight. What the hell did you do? Like,
But like, you see what I mean? I opened a lot of cards. I got a Miss Magus EX, just one. None others. So battling.
I still say you didn't actually open a lot of cards. You only opened. You said 28, so that's 14 of each pack, assuming you
I
did.
saved up every hourglass for.
Since we heard rumors about the set, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, you have to expect if I'm playing before that, I still want to get some of the older cards, which I still do.
yeah, of
I
course.
still don't have an Articuno or a Machamp EX, you know.
I'm
Which
pretty
I'd
sure
love to try those.
pretty sure I have those for trade.
I can't afford to trade.
You just got a whole bunch of currency.
Now I did.
They did also mention in the fucking Metaverse, in the news post for trading, that there will be events to let you get more tokens. I have yet to see those. I don't know if they're another Metagross. God damn it!
Just with the current state of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been out for a day and a half. We don't actually know what it's going to be.
I mean, just the current state of the game as a whole. So
yeah,
we're just battling, you know. I'm already struggling, new player, to want to battle because people have good decks that I just can't have right now because I'm not spending money. I feel like new people are going to feel that much worse because I have a lot of cards and I'm feeling this way, and they, you know, starting with theoretically nothing.
maybe we'll see. Like,
so I think that's an issue. I think trading is, except for the free. I don't know how many trades can you do with the free stuff. Do you know?
for
Is
1
it
and
like-
2 diamonds?
The free like trade tokens that they gave out.
Oh, they
Do you know
give
how many trades you
500,
can
which
do?
is enough for. It's enough for 4 3-diamond trades, or 1 4-diamond trade, or
So not much.
if you do a star trade, you'll have 100 left over.
So not a lot of trades.
I mean, if you're looking for an EX, it helps you get it.
Sure. You need two. You want two in a deck usually, but
Well,
I
sure,
agree.
sure, yeah.
you can go
But,
get another Miss Maggie's from trading.
yeah,
Sure.
but if you're starting out and you open a Pikachu EX and you want
Right, I
a
can
second one, you can go get it. Like, it's
I
not
agree.
it's not
I agree,
perfect.
but-
It's not perfect in that you can't get everything you want, but if they let you do that, no one will spend money on anything.
I think it's gonna be too slow to get things that you want, especially with them adding more and more cards. And if you are a new player, there's a lot more that you want.
I do think I do very much like I don't know if I don't remember if I mentioned this, how 1 and 2 star trade or 1 and 2 diamond trades are free. So if I did mention this, if you're just trying to build a deck and you're like, I don't have the basic things I need for this, you can just trade for them.
I agree, but I also think it really should be anything lower than like EX. Should be free. And EX, I think, shouldn't cost
I don't know that 3 diamond
4
should be
EX worth of cards to trade in EX.
I don't know that 3 diamonds should be free. I think that Gardevoir is still something that you that I mean, it'd be nice if it were free, but even if it cost a little bit, that'd be fine. I think the numbers right now for the amount of tokens they've handed out and the amount that they're
What is it? You need to get rid of an EX to trade a Gardevoir now?
Well, they gave you 500, so you can just trade for 5.
But when that runs out, it would be. Wait.
Yeah, you get rid of 5 3 diamonds, or a star and a 3 diamond, or an EX.
That just seems like a crazy amount.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So right now, with the numbers that we see in the game, it seems expensive. I don't know how many events they're gonna have that give us tokens. I don't know if they're gonna start like adding tokens to level ups or to battles or something. Yeah, I hope that they make it a little bit easier to trade. Maybe make some events for, you know, I understand why they wouldn't want everyone to be able to trade for everything immediately on a set release, but
yeah,
you know, in a month.
But at what point do you have
in a month
the Mewtwo pack that those are cheaper to trade because they're older? You know,
in a month when they're, you know, ready to release a small set but not ready to announce it yet. Like they're gearing up for that, and they want people to maybe buy a few more packs. They might give a few more trade tokens in order to say like, hey, you can, you know, this will help you finish up your deck and or collect the cards that you who knows. Like they could use it as an incentive to get people back into the game. Like,
sure. But as of right now, I don't think trading.
Yeah, I also think it's too expensive. I think it's like
if you really need a card, sure you can trade for it, but like other than that, it's like I'm at the point I'm like maybe I'll look at it later. You know, like so it's brand new and it's a feature that
I'm of two sides of it. I think it's too expensive, but also it helped me finish all of my diamonds yesterday.
Sure. But if the system stays current, the farther we go with this, I think for new players, it's gonna be less and less fun. So battling, I think the longer run of the app we have is going to be worse for new players.
What level are we getting to here?
42 ish. I have a long way to go still.
I'm very nearly there. Should take the EXP shirt off.
So I did battling and trading. If things stay current, right? Like, stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
I think collecting, it's fun right now because I've been doing it the whole time. I don't know if a player a year from now, when they have 1,000 cards out, a new player is going to want to say, yeah, let me get into that. I think it's going to be just too much. What do I start with?
So who is that new player a year from now? This is not, I'm not trying to like rebuke what you're saying. I'm just, refute what you're saying. I want to think about who is starting to play this game a year from now that isn't playing it now.
Maybe a 13-year-old that just got their first phone.
And their friends have been playing it, so they want to play it. Okay, so they.
I don't actually know what the.
Yeah.
How old you have to be, but let's say just new birthday.
So they
play the game.
They do mention that. They do like word some things like ask your mom or dad or something, or ask a guardian such as your mom or dad or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the terms are.
So what, you're not like 12 and lying about it?
Yeah, see, I just can skip that part.
I guess we shouldn't say that on Twitch since you can get banned. If you're 12, don't ever say online that you're 12. Please don't, because Twitch will absolutely ban you for it.
Well, at least Chuck gets baited all the time, and he yells at him every time. Stop. Just getting yourself banned this season.
They absolutely will ban you for it. But anyway.
But I still think
so who
you always want to be expanding and getting new players in, right? You don't just want to give up on the app because it had a good run. You want to. How can we get more players?
I'm not saying they're just going to give up on it. I'm saying that eventually, maybe a year from now, maybe several years from now, it will.
Sure.
You're fighting Snubble?
I haven't seen one of these here yet.
Weird.
I'm also just gonna run.
All right, I'm 42.
All right. But new players who are coming in, I think then the collecting part of it, it's gonna be like, whoa, there's a lot. I think it becomes intimidating when there's too much to collect, which is part of the reason why I think when you open the app right now, when you go to open a pack, there's just the 3 packs there, and it doesn't show you the other 3 unless you go in and click a show me other packs button.
That's how all trading card games end up being, is they only show you the newest few sets because that's what most of the people want to buy anyway, and here's the quickest thing. They probably also want to focus that for anyone who started playing in the past 24 hours is doing well. 99.9% of the people who started playing recently are doing so because there are Gen 4 cards now.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
If they wanted to play because of the Gen 1 cards, they would have been playing already.
Right, but those people, I feel like if I'm only playing to collect the Gen 4 stuff, all right, new set's out, it's Gen 5, 6, whatever. I don't care about those. I'm done. You know?
Or maybe they enjoyed the collecting enough that they keep with it.
Maybe, but
like, it all depends on what they personally were looking for in the game. And it's, you're someone who is looking mostly for battling and collecting,
but I think
right?
The collecting and the opening packs is going to get to a point where there's too much in the game that unless they find a way to make it fun again for new people, which trading could be that. Because if you make trading cheaper, that people can just do it. It's, I'm opening these new packs. Oh, I got a double. Let me go trade that real quick.
Well, I think the focus for new players is going to shift. It's not going to stay. People who like collecting aren't going to start by wanting to collect them all. They'll open the app and they'll start to collect the new sets because those are the ones seen up, when you first open the app.
Sure, but if you open the app and you're like, okay, new sets, but also look at all those old sets, that's a lot.
Well, yeah. So if you literally just want to collect, you're going to start collecting the new sets, and then once you get there, either a new set's going to come out and you're going to start collecting that, or you're going to go back and start to say, okay, I've been seeing some of these older things in the Wonder Picks or in the battles or something. Maybe I can open some older packs, get some of those cards. Like, the type of collector who absolutely has to get 100% of the things has already started playing the game. The people who are going to start playing the game 6 months from now are more going to be, well, either they didn't know about the game or didn't have interest in it. Weren't able to. But
I feel like a lot of those, like me at 13, like I've always been like I want to be a completionist in games.
Mm-hmm.
So like me at 13 still, I got my first phone, let me download this game that my friends have been playing. I've seen on TikTok all over, whatever, if I'm that 13-year-old collectionist type kid, I might look at it and be like, there's no way I'm going to be able to collect all those without spending money.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to happen.
So they don't focus for collecting everything. They try to focus for collecting a set. Or, well, it depends. I mean, if all their friends are playing it and it's what they're seeing on TikTok, they're going to play it.
The 4 things, the battling, the trading, the collecting, and the opening packs, I think with the way that the game is currently, all 4 of those are going to become less and less interesting for newer players the longer the app goes. And I feel like they need to have some way to really draw in new players and keep them. And I don't think that the app has that right now.
Well, they don't need it right now. So they don't have to have it right now. They don't have to even come up with it right now. In 6 to 9 months, if they notice that their player base isn't at the level that they want it to be at, they can come up with something new. They might already have ideas in their back pocket of... they definitely have ideas in the back pocket of, okay, in 3 months we're going to do this, in 6 months we're going to do this, in 9 months we're going to do this. If our player base drops below this amount, we're going to do this for a small set and try and bring them back in. We're going to add this feature at this point. Like the button for trading was in there since day one and grayed out and said coming soon, because they absolutely knew that they did not need trading at the start to have everyone in there.
Or they just didn't quite have it fully ready yet. I think that there's 2 ways you can go with that at that point then. You can say that the 4 core aspects of the game we have aren't very inviting to new people. How do we change those up to make it more new person friendly?
I think some of those aspects will always be inviting, but maybe not as much as they want it to. Or you're right, battling might not end up being inviting. I think opening packs is always going to be is always going to bring in new players, because that's what the game is.
I think the more packs you have, it gets to a point where it's too many packs and it becomes less inviting, right? If you go like, I don't know, like McDonald's has a certain number of items. If McDonald's like quadrupled their number of items, it's like, it's too much for me on that.
Wait,
I forgot what it's
hold
called.
on. What? I missed what we were...
The current like number of packs is fine for people coming in, but the more you add, it's like the...
I'm sorry, what was the McDonald's thing?
Many options. Like McDonald's has a certain number of options now.
Oh, literally on the McDonald's. I thought we were talking about the McDonald's Pokemon promo. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
I just picked a fast food place. Choice overload.
Oh, yeah.
When there's, too many choices, it also turns people away.
So that's why they hide all those packs. You can go buy them if you want. Then that's absolutely not what they want to push new players toward, though.
Right, so, but it is going to be a thing for collectors. It's or people who just want to open packs. There's a lot. What do I want to do? It's too much. So they could either reform what they currently have to make it more friendly to new people, or they could add more things to the game to try and pull people in or back or whatever, which I think Pokemon Go does that. They just keep adding things to the game, and it really waters down the fun of it.
That also does happen a lot in free-to-play games, where in order to try and keep everyone or to bring in new people or whatever, they have to keep adding new things, and the game becomes not the same experience. If you look at World of Warcraft, that was a big thing.
That's why when WoW Original or whatever,
WoW Classic, and why before that happened, people were running their own pirate WoW servers so they could play the original,
right? Because
so much was added, and power creep and everything like there. What do I want to give to?
I think that the current amount of content and type of content in the game, I can't see it last. Like if I'm gonna put a number, like time on it, I can't see it lasting for like a year.
I absolutely do. I think there are enough people who like Pokemon enough and who like opening packs enough that absolutely this can last for a year or more.
I think it's carried on it being Pokemon.
Well, that's true with a lot of apps. Pokemon Sleep still exists because it's Pokemon. It is a mediocre sleep tracking app. Maybe, if you could even call it a sleep tracking app, because it's wrong half the time. And the idle game aspect for it is fine, but because it's Pokemon and because I'm leveling up my team and because it incentivizes me to get to bed at a good time, that's why I'm still using it. Has it been a year already? No, it hasn't been a year. But that app's been out for a year. They just had a 1.5-year celebration or something. And I have no idea what the actual player base is for this game, because there's no multiplayer interactions or anything like that. And maybe they're making enough money from people selling things. Who knows? This thing could close down next week. I have no idea.
I'm just, if Trading Card Game Pocket wasn't Pokemon,
Mhm.
would you give it 3 months before? Like, how long would it be?
I wouldn't have started if it wasn't Pokemon.
But how long do
There-
you think it would be like on?
There are
like running if it wasn't, you know?
there are countless free-to-play games out there that are just about opening loot boxes that give new players, you can open 20 boxes for free, and then you can give us $100 to open 100 more boxes or whatever.
Right.
You start those games because you are interested in the game, in either the IP already, or something about it looks interesting, or you're interested in the loot box aspect and it doesn't really matter what's inside.
Right. Okay.
So, yes, the only reason I downloaded this and am playing it is because it's a Pokemon loot box.
So if it wasn't Pokemon, unless it was,
if it wasn't Pokemon, I wouldn't have started it, because there have been a dozen games that my
Pokemon,
friends
the app would likely be unsuccessful.
Maybe.
At least in a year, you could say that, okay, it's done.
I'm trying to remember.
I just think the current model is not designed to grow the player base.
All right, I can't remember the names of the games I'm thinking of, but okay, loot box game. This is not. It says Destiny 2, Apex Legends, League of Legends, Smite. These are not the games I'm looking for. I'm looking for. It's gonna have it. I don't think this is gonna have it. No, there's. Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Wait, which?
I think that's what you were thinking of before.
No, this is the one that closed down.
Did it?
Yeah, PTCGO was mobile apps. That's not what I want. TCG Live is the new version. Like they made TCG Live, and then I'm pretty sure they shut down
Do we
TCG
think
Online
part
right
of the reason for that was the numbers were declining on the old one, so they're trying to freshen it up?
I don't know why.
Is that the business model?
No, that's absolutely not it. I mean, so it does mean like losing your entire existing player base to completely relaunch, but I think this was so they could better support it, have it out on more platforms, make it more
Gotcha.
more streamlined, and like
Minecraft Bedrock.
no, not at all. Minecraft Bedrock was, we want to put Bedrock on more platforms. It was not about making it a better experience.
I just, in a year,
We'll see.
If the app continues on the current trend in a year, I don't know why new players would want to play the game.
It's the same reason why players started playing the game in the first place, to open packs, to open apps.
But I think opening packs is fun when everything's new and everybody's starting at the same spot, and it's like, hey, we're all opening the same packs and look at this cool stuff.
So,
but I think
when a new set,
I open this cool Mewtwo EX, it's like, yeah, we already have that.
When a new set comes out, everyone has that experience all over again. That Discord server I mentioned is filled. It's filled with just screenshots of like, look at this cool thing, look at this cool thing.
But that has to fade. That gets tiring.
maybe, but like every time a new set comes out, it's going to happen again, and it might not happen with the same force, but it. Yeah, these things actually look really pretty. Hold on.
The new Eevee's cards?
The prismatic evolutions look very pretty. Yeah. Let me actually put this.
That's
on
the new gimmick, by the way.
Let me put this on screen. Hold on.
Crowns.
I want to add.
Those boxes are selling like crazy too.
Hold on. Where the hell is window capture? Don't make source visible. Select. What's this window called? No idea. Pokemon trading card? Okay, yeah, this one. I want to. I think this will be enough. Okay. And then turn it on. Oh, yeah, okay. It's on screen right now. These things look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, these packs are going crazy right now. Like, people are fighting in Costco's over it.
Yeah, that's been happening for a while. It happens every once in a while. Ever since pandemic.
Ever since the pandemic, it's...
People remembered that they sell Pokemon cards in Target, and then they haven't been able to keep them in stock ever.
I saw somebody talking about it. Since the pandemic, it's happened in Magic, it's happened in Pokemon, it's happened in everything, really. A lot more people are collecting cards for the monetary value than they are just the joy of collecting and owning. People are opening old Pokemon packs to try and get that Charizard and make a lot of money now. I mean, I don't know now with the CT scan how that's changing, but...
Are you able to tell individual colors of ink from a CT scan?
You can see the silhouettes of the card.
So yes.
I don't know if you can see the color of it, but you can see
No,
of Charizard.
Yeah, so you can differentiate between this is a different color than this. So this blob shape is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see this blob shape is this, and yeah, you can...
I did not know CAT scans were that precise.
It is for Pokemon. I don't know Magic. I don't know if the video came out was them showing it with Pokemon. Which is kind of why if there's an unopened like booster pack of old Pokemon, unless they can guarantee it has not been CAT scanned, you probably shouldn't be buying it. Because let's be real, I'm gonna buy them all, open the Charizard, sell those, and sell the other packs and claim I don't know what's
yeah, but that type of fakery's been happening. Like they have obviously haven't done it with CAT scans, but like people have learned how to people have learned how to reseal packs, so they've been opening them up, taking out the good card, putting in a bad rare, and resealing it and saying that's how it was.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen people open boxes of cards that are clearly fake.
Yeah. And like
if you're opening old like boxes of that, usually you get a guarantee from whoever that it's real, or you get your money back, kind of thing. I know in Magic they have the issue, like the old like alpha pack boxes and stuff, like they keep like long tracks of records of who owned and sold and who owned and sold, and if when it's actually opened it's fake, they go up the chain and say, who did this, and they all get their money, or try and get their money back.
I don't know if the records go all the way back to when it might have been.
No, but they do go back pretty far now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're trading alpha product now,
I mean, Wubby's open fake stuff that he goes to his company, he goes to who they got it from, and it goes up, and they're like, all right, it's probably this Italian guy.
Yeah, but like, but I mean, there's no guarantee that it. I don't know. Whatever.
No, there's not.
They're gonna try and get money back, but there's no.
But especially when you can CAT scan this stuff now, if you're not getting some kind of guarantee, it's too much of a risk, I think.
Hey, it's 8:45.
I know.
Okay.
But that's part of like the tangible part of it that you aren't getting in the app also.
So when I first started playing, when the app first came out, I thought, well, they're not real cards. What do I care? I'm not going to do it. And then I started 2 days later because I realized that, it's free. I might as well like try it. Probably not going to like it. And then I just liked sharing Pokemon pictures with friends, and then
I'm having a lot of fun with the game.
eventually like made cool collections, and then stopped caring about collections entirely, and made that's another aspect. People like to make good binders. I don't give a shit about binders.
Do we think that's going to carry enough people to keep?
No, absolutely not. That's not why people aren't downloading the app so they can make a cool binder. But it is something that people who collect cards are doing, just like as an extra little thing to keep them. I need this one last card for this binder, so they don't need to collect a whole set. I'm just looking for the legendary Pokemon, or whatever. Or these are all the Pokemon with a leaf on their head, or whatever like that.
Yeah, I just think with the game, its current state and its current track, like something's got to change, or it's only going to be carried in that it's Pokemon.
I think that alone is why Pokemon Go has lasted so long.
But the player base, is getting sick of the game. It is waiting.
No. Yeah, but it came out in 2021? No. 2019, because it was pre-pandemic, right? Yeah, so it was like 2019. So it's been out for 6 years now.
And their way to try and fix it has been let's keep adding new.
Yeah. But
let's make what's currently here better.
But look at Niantic's previous game and how its player base never grew huge. They had enough to sustain it for a very long time.
Did they? I don't know.
It's still going on.
But is it going on because they got that Pokemon money running in?
They were running that game for years before Pokemon Go. And it's basically the same thing as Pokemon Go. Well, it's a little bit different, but it's the same basic concept of there are locations you need to go to. I think it was about claiming areas. So you went to 3 areas and it made a big triangle and you claimed that area, but you couldn't finish that triangle if someone claimed an area in the middle of it or something. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I hope they reform what they have and make, the core of the game also interesting for new players, and not just add new gimmicks to lure new people in.
So I think it's going to be impossible to do that, because everyone, other than people who are just getting their phones for the first time or something like that, everyone who wants to play with the features that exist is playing.
I just hope that they don't.
If they want to draw in the same types of players by not changing anything, they can't. They can, but most of those people are already playing. They've already downloaded it. If they want to draw in new players, they need to add something that appeals to the new players.
Well, they also should try and be holding the old players.
A next generation might be something that draws them in, or some gimmick or something. Or they announce that, who knows, maybe in set A3 they're going to announce we're changing the way that you get hourglasses or something like that to make it more fair for everyone, or I don't know, who knows.
They also should try holding players, and I think that
I don't see a whole lot of players leaving. Well, okay, that's not true. As with any free-to-play game, there's a large number of players who are going to feel like they hit a wall and leave. But there's nothing that they could have done to keep them anyway.
I think that like they should be also working to retain players who aren't spending a ton of money.
I don't think that a large enough people are going to leave as you're making it out to seem.
Like trading right now, the impression that I get from it is after you use the freebies, like this is really an option for way later down the road when you actually have extra cards to get rid of.
Yeah.
Or it's a spend money now.
I mean, I've traded 3 times already and haven't used the free currency yet.
And you also spend money on the game.
I spent probably $20 on it total.
You have the premium, don't you?
For 2 months.
So you are spending money, yes?
Yeah, I spent $20 on it total. But like I'm only getting 1 extra pack a day. So instead of
more packs.
yeah, so instead of the 3 trades I made, you should be able, well, no, you started way later than I did, but someone who,
It was only a couple weeks.
yeah, so you should be able to make 2 trades then. I think the difference is you're looking at all of your cards and saying, I can't give these up. Whereas I looked at my cards and said, yeah, I can get rid of these, whatever. Like you said you had...
You want to get rid... You're okay getting rid of cards you only have 1 of?
I have enough cards that I have multiples of that I can get rid of. You said you had 7 cards, 7 3 diamonds that you had more than 2 of.
Yeah.
How many do you have more than 1 of?
I don't know. I closed the app.
Yeah. Are you really gonna play? Are you really gonna play the second copy of the 3-star Venusaur when you have a promo Venusaur that functions identically in battle? No. So you don't need the second copy of Venusaur. You can trash that one.
You can't do anything
Yep.
with promos, though, right?
You can use them in battle. That's what I'm saying.
But they're not involved in trade at all, right?
Correct.
You can't.
No. My point is, you're keeping 2 of every card, so that you can use them in battle, right? If you ever want
Theoretically, for the future.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm keeping
bad Venusaur is actually good again.
I'm keeping 1 of every card in case, or just for the collection aspect. And then if I have a second playable copy that isn't that version, I'm willing to get rid of. Like, I have a single Venusaur and the promo Venusaur. So I'm willing to get rid of my second base 3 diamond Venusaur. And you just sorted by how many duplicates you had and only looked at the number you have more than 2 of. I think there are way more cards you can get rid of that you don't realize.
Give me 1 second.
I kind of want to wrap up stream soon. It's almost 9.
Okay. I know. Sorry, I just had to give a quick yes no. But I feel like by only keeping 1 of each card, you're admitting that you might be hindering yourself from enjoying the full game later.
No. I have 2 battle playable versions, or 2 battle playable copies of every card. I don't need 2 of the genetic Apex Venusaur because I have a promo that functions identically in battle. So I'm not keeping 2 of the genetic Apex Venusaur. I'm keeping 1 so that I can say I completed a collection.
Okay, so if I get rid of all of those, just like you were doing.
Yeah, and if you look at your 4 diamonds and your stars.
Oh, so I'm looking at like maybe 2 more trades right now.
That's all I've done. I've done 3 trades total.
I feel like that's not a big part of the game.
It's not supposed to be a big part of the game. It's supposed to be get the 1 card you want or finish your collection by getting 1 card. The pack points are not a big part of the game because you only get 5 per opening a pack. But eventually, you'll have enough to get a 4 diamond, an EX that you want, or a star that you want.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I can't see the game being fun for new players, is what I'm trying to.
I think the game's going to be exactly as fun for new players now as it was back then. And
I don't think it.
I think it might be more fun for new players because they're going to be able to open more packs. They have 3 times the number of solo battles. They're going to be getting almost 3 times the number of hourglasses. They're going to open 3 times as many packs.
They're not.
And
they packs in one burst like that, but they're also going to be 200 packs behind because they haven't played as long.
But that's only if they compare with other people. If all they care about is battling, then they shouldn't be playing this. They should be playing Pokemon Live.
But I think this battling is a more fun format than the real format.
When's the last time you played it?
A couple months ago.
Really?
Probably. Yeah. Or I don't know. But like when I did the online, whatever the app or the program was, I don't like having the 6 prizes and the 5 bench. I think the games last too long. That's why this is fun, because they're shorter. It's quick, like boom, boom, done. You want to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a more fun format. I think only having 20 cards in your deck is a more fun format.
I don't know. I think that there are very obvious shortcomings with the battle system here, that it's definitely a different game.
Right. I enjoy this format more. But I also think that it gets frustrating trying to do the battles when you're up against so many people who spend money and shit.
I'm going to do a battle right now, random battle online, and see who I go up against.
You're going to get like stupid decks because that's how it happens for us.
Yeah, I just want to say, all right?
I face
random match.
New Dialga decks and stuff, and you're like, this person's running Squirtle.
Let's see, random match, and I'm going to use my Zapdos Jolteon deck, which isn't in any tier list because it's quote unquote not a good deck that I still have a good win rate with. I wish I had an easy way of showing this on screen. Sorry, everyone.
I'm just gonna stay here if you want to like switch to 4K.
Sure, let's do that.
I'm done. I still need to grind. I'm not done grinding.
Oh, right there. I've been doing so many solo battles. I forgot that I'm on a time limit here. All right, so I'm playing Zapdos EX to active, Zapdos EX to bench. No other Pokemon. They have a Snivy and nothing else.
I'm gonna guess Celebi.
Yeah, so is that a Celebi deck, or is that something new?
I mean, you can run it in other things, but...
Okay, Pokeballs for
Usually
Eevee, play Eevee. I think I'm winning this one. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
You win any game when they draw dead. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think I'm winning this one. It's not because it's the deck they're running. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I've been Fatal Oasis. I stream 4 days a week here on twitch.tv/Fatal Oasis. I upload all my VOD. They played a second Snivy. And they're powering up the one on the bench because they know the one in the active position is going to, or my Zapdos is going to kill them. Actually, I'm going to power up Jolteon and pass. I've been joined by Glass. This riveting dialogue. Yeah. Something. I'm waiting to see them play literally anything else. Played a
Do
Servine.
nothing until they do.
They played a Servine. No, I'm gonna kill them. Like, all right, X speed to get Jolteon out there. Retreat. Are there any new cards in this deck? I think there might not be in my deck. And Missile. Ivy's dead. Anyway, I stream 4 days a week. Coming up on Sunday, it's Sundays with Friends. Let me do the calendar. There we go. Sundays with Friends, based on who shows up, what we're going to play. It's probably going to be Moving Out 2 with Molly and Heller. Yep, they played Celebi. Yeah, so there are no new cards in my opponent's deck right now.
Be nice.
I don't know what they're doing. Promo Superior. Great. Full Art Superior, not promo. Is there a promo? I don't know. On Monday and Wednesday, I don't know what I'm playing. I might be playing Mario 64 speedruns. They just flipped double tails on their Celebi attack. Sucks for them.
Me? Are you playing against me?
That's what happens. Is your name in Japanese?
Hold on, let me change it.
Blue doesn't help me here. Oh, I am running blue. That's not a new card, but it is a card.
You run blue?
Yeah.
I think it sucks.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't always run the best cards. That's why I'm running Jolteon and Zapdos as a deck.
Jolteon works.
Yeah, but, like, Pikachu always deals 90.
Yeah, but, like, you're gonna run your Jolteons, because that's, theoretically, if you knew what you have, but they're still running Celebes.
I'm not new. I have better cards, and I'm still running Jolteons.
I know, but if you were, you run what you have. But...
And their Celebes are losing all of their flip. Nope, they won one flip. They dealt me 50 damage.
Yeah, but if you run this battle 100 times,
I probably outpace them and outspeed them, and it's probably a 50-50, actually.
You think so?
Celebi decks are slow as hell to set up.
Yeah, but they can stall too.
And also, their Pokemon are EXs. Mine are not. Well, my Jolteons aren't.
You had Zapdos EX.
What's that?
You had Zapdos EX.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I do. The Jolteons are not, though. Like,
I'm ready to take the Zapdos EX out of my Pikachu deck.
Alright, I flipped 2 heads, so Celebi's down to 30. What else was I saying? Oh, right, I upload all my VODs to YouTube. This is thrilling content, watching me play a phone game that I'm not showing you. Sorry, everyone. Here, I could do this. Does this help? This is what they're doing. And also you can see the reflection of chat in the screen, I guess.
Oh, so...
They played a second Celebi.
It looks like they're either very lucky or who have spent money.
Yeah, they've most likely spent money. But also they're not playing any new cards. What?
They don't have that full art leaf yet,
though. Alright, they're stalling.
I like that Zapdos you have.
Thank you. It's 2-star? Yeah, 2-star.
I have the one that's like the black background, like it's in the night sky before.
They brought out Superior just to get rid of my Jolteon. They were sick of their Celebi losing all the coin flips. Alright, I'm gonna bring Zapdos out, level it up, or power it up all the way, and kill their Superior. I think this was a bad play on their part.
That's another thing. I hate coin flip decks.
That's okay. If you hate coin flip decks, you're gonna have a bad time playing Pokemon. Oh crap. I accidentally used blue instead of Giovanni. That's not what I meant to do. I hope I flip 3 heads here. Good. Okay. It didn't matter. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this match off stream. See everyone later. If you enjoyed our Pokemon conversation, let me know in the comments. Also, why? I mean, I'm gonna title the video something about like talking about Pokemon Pocket or something because we didn't do anything today.
You lost a Pokemon for us today.
Yeah, we didn't do anything today.
You did last time. It's interesting.
Yeah, because hold on, my opponent. Okay, my opponent's being dumb.
That's fine.
Last time it was because I got advice from you that was bad. And then this time it was because I was too caught up in the conversation and not paying attention to what I was doing and didn't run immediately because I didn't think that Nuzleaf could know a water move. What? That's kind of bullshit still. What the hell? My opponent initiated a coin flip attack and then closed the app, waiting on them for them to flip their first coin.
They probably did, and it was all tails, and they said, "No, I'm good."
No, because as soon as they flip, that goes over, and it would at least display it to me. If they don't flip the first coin, it sits here. So, right. Time limit, not 10, 9, 8, and now it's going to flip automatically. Whatever. See everyone later. Bye. Thank you, Glass. Bye.